Yeah. Yep.
Alrighty. Let's try this again. Is that working? No, it is not. There we go. Alrighty.
How badly are we hurt?
There we go.
I think a lot of us are that hurt.
That was my next
Hurt.
question.
Cool.
Was anybody hurt already?
You guys
Sure.
set up, and you guys, I'll do a little bit of a recap from last week. You guys, we rolled on the faction rules chart, and poor Kingdom of Stormfire, their walls are starting to fall apart. And a part of the promotion at the Gorefest Arena was to fundraise and get those walls repaired to perhaps prevent an invasion by the Genie King. Anto befriended a dragon, and Ysera and Anto are on good terms, even though they came to somewhat of a disagreement, and Ysera is watching the city as a protector, as it was in the old days. She's worried because her distant cousin, Urius, is going crazy, and she hopes that the Odyssey can somehow fix it. Anto is asking about it at the library as well, but couldn't find a meaningful solution at the time, and kind of just got lost in the translation a little bit. But you did find out at the Grand Emporium is the name of it. The giant library that is run by
The Great Expedition.
the Great Expedition. Steve, are you bombarding me
I don't think so.
with donuts? Yeah, you are. You just donuted by.
In the middle of the cat.
I love it.
You know?
I love you, Steve.
Oh,
Steve,
so
can you-
weird.
Hi, Ramondo.
Steve, can you get some caffeine in you? I'm just kidding.
I am actually drinking some coffee, but we'll see how long that goes.
I can't drink caffeine anymore, man. It's too rough on my heart. I need to lose like 20 pounds, man. And it's too difficult. At night, I just get too hungry. And I'm just like, I gotta eat. I guess the secret is probably trying to eat more fruit. Which, Nona Vigil is eating like olives, like a great, like emperor or whatever in the kingdom, up in the stands here in the Gorefest Arena. And she has witnessed a magnificent show that the Odyssey has put on, which was themed of the abyss. We had creatures and things, hounds and ogres brought out that you guys slew, that were dressed up. And at the last part of it, two gladiators, friends of Seville, tried to put up the best fight they could, but were put down. It wasn't really much of a challenge for the Odyssey, as most things aren't, until Anto's spidey sense kicks in, and his danger sense from evil DM tactics. He's like, something is going on. And unbeknownst to the players, when Delian pulled a last-minute switcheroo last week and said he wasn't going to be here, I had something planned, an hour or so before, and it is what it is. Delian was at the arena up in the stands promoting everything well, and she came down to the stands, from the stands to congratulate everyone, and Arno waiting for Delian to essentially leave her net of safety. As come forth, and Arno ends up clapping in the arena and congratulating you on a magnificent show. And he challenges you. He says, "I've been to the abyss. And give me the finger or you'll end up like exiting." And Savvy steps in front of Delian to protect her. And Booker is still under Tensor's transformation, but all like the non-1 minute spells. We haven't rolled initiative or anything, and we were just kind of waiting for next week to see if Delian was going to do something.
I would have already precast aid. I usually precast aid on people to give them 10 hit points, so I wasn't sure, what we could precast before this whole thing begins.
I'll allow you to cast it on yourself. Everybody else was sort of in the combat. You can add it to yourself.
Well, I wouldn't add. Well, I'm not going to add aid to myself. I want to do it anyway. Whatever. Well, I'm not going to fight this thing. So anyway.
Give me the finger, Delian. Does anybody else want to add anything or say anything before we continue, or figure out what's going on?
So we're not in like a initiation.
The crowd seems to be a little confused because they see this gnome lich who's slightly taller than a normal gnome. He doesn't look the same as you recognize him or the tales have been told. He's a little taller. He begins to almost Booker. He seems like he's undergoing some type of metamorphosis. Around his neck are 4 other fingers connected by necrotic magic. And around his thing, one of his rings is a ring of elements, the ring of frost, or the ring of winter. Booker, you're muted.
No, I'm not.
Okay, I thought you were talking, but you were muted.
Sorry.
I saw your mouth moving. Damn you, ventriloquism.
So do we roll initiative?
Well, I'm just throwing it. I'm just saying. First of all, did I miss anything in the recap? Anybody else wants to mention?
No.
No,
Covered
if we're not fighting, I'm gonna be.
You
walking
put on a
towards
magnificent
closer
show.
distance. So
Yeah, you can move your model, Anto, if you wish.
well, I'm not in this on the map. I'm still
Because
here.
I've sent out the summons, and you have not heard the adventurer's call.
Oh, there we go.
I'm
Hey.
standing my ground between Arno and Delian.
Delian. Arno tries to look past you, Savvy. Step aside, gladiator. Give me what is
Get out.
mine.
Get out of my arena. You are not welcome here or in this city.
This is quite a show you've put on. The queen kind of looks a little disturbed. It's like, is this part of the festivities?
Call your
Sorry.
guards!
She can't be that stupid, can she? I don't know.
Is
Yeah,
everything okay
she
down
is.
there?
She is. Get your guards. We have an intruder.
In the name of the queen? Surrender yourself.
That's so pathetic.
Arno,
She's trying.
unconvinced, she's like, I gave you your last chance, Cardinal. I'll give you one final command. Give me the finger now. Of your own free will, and I'll let you survive. Otherwise, serve me in eternal torment.
Why don't you give us your 4 fingers? We need the set.
Or I can just cut your hand off and make more fingers.
He begins to touch one of the fingers. He's like, this one. And he begins to cast magic, and we roll initiative.
So I was going to say, we have to roll initiative anyway.
Damn.
That's a 27.
Nice.
1.
I want to fight.
All right, I'll start off with you guys.
How do I roll initiative and magic and whatever that?
I auto roll it for you. I see you just roll initiative. It should be a skill that you have.
Right.
That's pretty
What
high.
do I click on? Is what I meant.
I'll roll it for you, Delian. Barn. There you go. You just rolled a 24.
Okay.
Guys, can you roll D20 for me? Add 4.
Do you want me to
I
roll
got
for
you.
you, buddy?
Yeah.
It's a 9 plus 4.
Savvy, what'd you get?
I got a 27.
Okay. Delian got a 24. Barnum. That would be savvy.
13.
13. A Booker.
21.
Okay. Savvy. Savine.
Savvy got 27.
Okay. For some reason I have 2 Savvies here. What the hell? Oh no, that's
There's a
that's the
Sava,
barbarian.
and then
That's
there's me, Savvy.
yes. Antonio?
Maybe it's a
Anto?
maybe it's a clone.
I got 11.
11.
Hey, it's really high
Okay.
for me, so.
I think I got the right initiative count here. All right. And in the stands, Barnon notices Adeline. You guys met her before. In the volcano area. I also have Mornia out as well. Barton, how does it feel to be playing how a vast majority of D&D is just complete theater of the mind?
Okay. So. I'm gonna rage.
Okay.
As
Do your
per
list.
And then I'm gonna hit him with my axe. That's a fucking natural one.
Natural one, describe how you utterly fail.
She's too distracted looking at the finger, wondering why they really need the fingers. What's that finger do?
As you try to attack him,
Get the counterattack going. Let's go.
I'm going to say yes, he counterattacks you with the spell. Trying to think. He was doing something else. As a lich, though, I'm going to allow it.
Can I do a reaction ability?
Yeah, what do you want to do?
I think it's
I haven't even done
depending on what he
anything.
does. I mean, depending on what he does, I'm gonna do a reaction ability to provide some defense if possible.
It's not really. He doesn't really waste his. He doesn't waste his reaction, Savini. As you stumble forth and you swing it, he chuckles.
Well, does a 26 hit?
You take your axe and you swing it, and it goes right through him. He says, "What's the problem?"
Huh? That's the end of my turn.
It's an astral projection.
He casts a spell, and it looks like he just steps around Savi, and he directs it towards Delian as he touches it. I call on the Mouthless One. Destroy.
Wait,
And
what's
he-
his
as-
initiative? I'm confused.
We do alternating initiative. So he's up.
He does the
We
alternating initiative.
we always do alternating initiative, yeah. Because when you guys all roll like potatoes, then you guys will get smoked. Trust me,
I
I've had
thought I
it
had a
happen.
24 initiative, so it's just.
Yes, Savvy had a 26, so she goes ahead of you in alternating initiative. Initiative's not that busted.
So what is he doing exactly?
He's he's using the item around his neck, one of the fingers, and he uses its ability. He casts Finger of Death on you. Make a Fortitude saving throw, Delian.
I'm gonna use channel defense to
Okay.
help myself. Add a D4, I guess.
Yeah, sure.
That's a battle cantrip, and then
Yes.
I guess what I have to make a fortitude save.
Yes. It's under your skill tab, and then you go to
I got it.
Yep.
I got it.
doing good.
I got to roll D4 as well, though. Hold on a second.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna roll his spell casting power, right?
How come I can't see any of the rolls?
Delian, you get advantage on your saving throw because you're within a circle of power.
Alright, you did cast Circle Power.
So I roll the fortitude again.
Yes. I think Barnon cast Circle Power. Circle Power, how long does that last for, Barnon?
Pretty sure 10 minutes to an hour.
I have.
We'll say 10 minutes. We'll say it's still up. Yeah, I see that you rolled really low.
So I don't think it's gonna work.
Yeah, let me hold on here for 1 sec.
Oh, I'm dead.
Damn it. Why aren't you rolling? You piece of shit. There we go. 25 was the DC. You fail. You take the damage.
Yeah.
Roll it up. Take 55 necrotic damage.
Right.
This is just a taste of the Malthus One's power. Delian's up. So you use 2 action points.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast Word of Recall and take everybody back to the temple.
It's within touch.
I don't think so, is it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think it's
you
with
gotta-
everybody
let me
within
double
touch.
check.
You have to hold hands,
Yes.
everybody.
Friendship
Hold on.
circle.
Pretty much, yeah. Everyone in the circle of power. Come on, guys.
Well, how close
Just
is
run,
everybody
Elliot.
to
Just
me?
run.
How close is everybody to me?
Look at the bottom.
I'm not close.
I see one. Where the hell is everybody? There's Booker, Anto, and Barno next to each other, so I can
Yes.
take everybody except Savine, which is kind of weird, but
Yes, because Saviv
It-
charged forth to protect you.
It's fine. If you go, he's probably gonna go too.
Yeah, you are
Just
the
do
most
all right.
important
I'll
person
move
to go.
here behind these guys, and then I'll
Yeah.
cast a Word of Recall, and then I'll take all 4 of us back to the temple. And we're hallowed, so we're protected.
Big hug.
Make a.
I'm able to not take it.
Yes, I'm here.
I wasn't going to plan on taking it either.
Oh,
You begin
only
to
one
look
of us
around.
has to stay behind.
Delian, people are not willing to go. What do you do?
No, I mean I can. I mean I'm just gonna. I'll be able to teleport Sabine out.
And if
Okay,
Sorry,
yeah.
what?
Then everyone else go, and then Barnon and I will get back there.
As
Because I've done that
Delian
before.
tries, as
Yeah, I mean, we're
Delian
not prepared
tries,
to-
as
It's
Delian
another
tries to
ambush.
do
This
it,
is the worst
he
thing
says he
you can do.
whispers some words to try to counterspell you. He's like, "Do not try." You have to make a opposing bending skill power roll.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean,
Make a bending skill
the
power
thing-
roll.
The thing is, though, this is a 6th-level spell. I mean, what's the counter spell?
Just roll your skill. I'll just tell you this succeeds.
Although I gotta
I
find.
think you roll. Does the circle of power count towards all skill checks, Barnon?
let's check, let's look.
Because I wonder if he gets advantage on this roll.
So circle of power. Let's load in.
I think it's one from Tasha, so I'm not super familiar with it.
It's actually just from the player's handbook.
Advantage
Friendly
on
creatures have
saving
advantage on
throws
saving.
and other
Just saving
magical
throws?
effects. Against
Okay,
spells
so-
and other magical effects.
I'm going to say I'm just going to say against saving throws. Delian, roll a bending skill roll, please, or I'll roll it for you.
Well, I'm looking for it. I can't find it.
It's under your skills, under weapon skill. I give you 2 seconds to find it, otherwise I'm rolling for you.
Well, I can't. Why? How do you know what it is? I mean, I think I've
Yes,
major, but
I'm
I
in
can't
your
find it for
skills.
some reason.
Let's go to weapon skills, and there it is. You have major.
Why can't I see it? That's really bizarre.
You tie with it. The spell successfully, actually, since you're casting at a higher level, it goes off successfully. As the word of recall happens, Delian says something. You brace
Yeah, just
yourself
say
for
one
the
word,
world
like,
around you. It
yeah.
shimmers and disappears before your eyes, Delian. Replaced immediately by familiar environments. And you and your companions have been recalled to your chosen sanctuary to your great relief, to the Temple of Ivonia. Who wants to go with Delian?
Everyone
me.
except Barnon.
Nah, I will stay here.
We're not ready to fight
Anto-
this guy.
Yeah, not ready to fight this.
We
guy.
are not ready.
Anto rejects it. Delian vanishes, teleports. Barnon?
Barnon stays because he's taking me back.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess now
Okay.
Anto.
And Booker.
Yes, Booker has to go too. Someone's got to be at least with Delian.
I can't get 2 people. I can only get 1.
I'm going to remove
Sabine.
Delian, Booker from the initiative count.
Just to find that spell.
Adeline is up. Adeline shoots. There's the crowd begins to erupt in confusion, and some of them are cheering us on. They're like, "Yeah, this is a part of the show. Awesome, great, yeah, get up, Odyssey." And you see from the crowd, and they're like, "Wait a minute, what's going on?" As Adeline launches 2 force blasts at Anto.
Yeah, they get another character there, Brody. So
Yes. Here we go, Anto.
it's you can't win it in an ambush. It's kind of silly.
Anto, what's your AC?
Get out of there.
21.
The 2 bolts hit right next to you, but don't. They hit against the sand and the ground, but don't do any damage. As you kind of like your sense kicks up, your shield on your fake arm is attached. I want to make sure. Okay, I messed this up. Oh yes, because I do alternating initiative. I just want to make sure I'm not skipping anybody. Some of the whites scale off and begin to climb down carefully, and that's what they do for the round. Booker, I have Booker still here for some reason. Barnon is up.
I go to Savine. Don't know what Anto's doing, and I cast Dimension Door, use meta magic to double range 1,000 feet close to the temple.
You just want to
He's
kind of
doing
escape.
What?
You cast Dimension Door. Space and time begin to fold around you. Arno has already used his reaction, I believe, when he tried to counter Delian. He only gets 1 reaction per round, just like any creature does. And you want to try to teleport close to the temple?
Yeah,
Barnon?
1,000 feet.
Barnon and Savine leave. I go back in the initiative count. Anto's up.
Righty. Well, I gotta head towards him and attack it the first time. See if I can hit something.
Anto's the one left behind.
14 to hit.
Doesn't appear to hit him or damage him at all.
Doesn't hurt anything. Okay.
Doesn't hit his AC.
So I'll attack one more time again.
Show me
26 to
your
hit.
worst. How do you slice into him, Anto?
So I take the first swing, doesn't hit something, and then I take the second hit towards whatever he has the book. If he has a book in it.
Yes, he has one of the tomes of the Mouthless One. Yes, this was a tome that we had in the earlier game with Adeline and Arno. This is how the Book of Lichdom, how he became a lich with. As you try to swing and knock the book out of his hand, he kind of just folds his hand. As your blade goes right through his hand, he's like, "Is there a problem?"
Oh no. Accent
Does
surge.
no damage.
I will do accent surge and I'm gonna keep on attacking. Natural 1.
Describe how you utterly fail as Arno laughs in your face.
I hit my head with my Yeah, I hit my head with a blade. As I take a swing, it goes right through him.
You take 1 point of damage
1?
as you hit your own head with your blade. And Arno says to you, he's like, "You will go get the finger for me, Anto. You will do it."
I still have one more attack though. So I'm like, attack it one more time. Natural 20. It's a 30 to hit.
As the bay blade passes through him, the illusion dissipates as he's up here. "You will get it for me, Anto," as he moves closer to the stage. His concentration drops.
Alrighty. That's it for me.
He uses after anybody's turn, a legendary creature can spend their action points. Anto makes a Wisdom saving throw.
Oh, why not a Constitution? Wisdom, 7th throw.
Versus the spell power of the Lich. A lot higher this time,
got 20.
He rolls a 27. Anto is now dominated by Arno.
Yeah. Right?
Yes, Anto is now dominated by Arno. as the Lich rolls a 27. By the way, I think the normal DC for the Lich is in the 20s, or it's in the high 18s or something like that. But I think it's like 21. Skeletal warriors begin to like scale down the walls as they've just been given instructions by Adeline to kind of come back at you. One of the archers up here stays up here. Mornia is gone. Arno is up. Arno uses Misty Step to come down here, and he says to you, "You go get me it now." He touches you. He's familiar with the temple. He's been there before. He casts teleport onto Anto to go get Delian and to bring the finger towards him. Let's meet me outside of the temple after you retrieve it. Anto, I think I'll look it up since Booker is he's kind of a hard ass on me about the teleportation rules.
Well, how many rounds do we have before they arrive?
This is the second round. This is just the second round.
But he has to cast a teleport on top of that, right?
His action points reset when the beginning of his round. In between rounds, he can spend his action points however he wishes. This is a legendary creature. Hold on,
so
let me look up.
Legendary action is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Let me look up teleportation. He is very familiar with this place because he's been there before. I'm going to roll I'm going to say D100.
You realize that Hallow prevents teleport, right? The one that I set up. So.
He probably knows that, so he's teleporting you right outside the temple. I roll a 10. I have to roll a 5 or less for a mishappen to happen. Anto is in a similar area, though, to this particular area, so it's not perfect.
Considering
I'm just trying to see
him outside of a church, that could be literally outside of any church within the city.
He knows about the church. He's like the Temple of Ivonia. You know, he's not like that.
But it's a seemingly same area. So
yeah, I'm just reading this. You and the group wind up in a different area that is visually or thematically similar to the target area. Heading to... This is sort of a GM discretion thing. Anto rolls a d20 to determine how close he is.
By me, though.
I'm going to say this is how many rounds he's away.
I got a 6.
He's 6 rounds away.
I'm 6 around.
I'm going to go to Savvy. We basically, everybody's fled. Barnon and them, I'm going to have... The church might not be that far. I'm going to have Savvy roll a d20. This is how many rounds her and Barnon are away from the temple. 6. So the same exact time. You guys do not know Anto is dominated. 6 rounds pass as Delian, Booker, and who else? I think that's it. Delian and Booker.
Just Delian and Booker, yeah.
Delian and Booker are inside of the temple.
Well, number one, I heal myself. Right.
Okay, roll it up. You might have to roll it as a manual roll.
I'm just going to cast a heal spell, so that'll heal me full.
Okay. Mark your spirit down. If you click your spirit, by the way, Delian, you can actually mark it using your spirit in there. You can make adjustments on your character sheet. Do you want me to show you?
I know, but it's just a pain. I'm just writing it on.
It's not a pain. It takes like 2 seconds.
No,
you have 27 spirit. How many heal is a 5 spell?
Slow, and you're always talking about time. Time.
No, I'm fine. I'm fine, buddy. What is how much spirit is that? 5 spirit?
I used
5 minutes?
6. No, I used
6
6
level spell
both times. Yeah.
Okay, so it's minus 12.
12 spirit.
So that should work. I'm trying to click it. It is a little slow, and I'm going to be working on that this week for you, buddy. I'm just
gonna mark it because it's not. I don't want to deal with it.
It's not that slow. It takes like 10 seconds at most.
And I'm going to also use.
There you go.
What the hell is it? An ability to restore some spirit anyway. So it seems kind of. I'm going to use 2 of the rights to restore 10 spirit. So I'll be down only 2 spirit.
Okay, that's your other action, Booker. Let's have Booker. What does he want to do
6
for?
rounds. Didn't we?
Yes, that's your first round. Well, we don't know. You don't know what's going on, Delian, so you can't metagame it down. I mean, you heal yourself and stuff, but what do you do? So restore your spirit too. Sorry, I accidentally adjusted it for you. As I'm manipulating your character sheet, that's a no for DMs. Bless you!
Bless you.
In the name of Comies.
Bless you. Take 2d4. What was the thing?
Yeah, yes. Isn't that how mages die when they're like level 1? They just sneeze or something?
It's like stubbing your toe in any Bethesda game. You take like 10 HP.
They get sneezed on. That's the damage.
Facts.
I'm gonna have Booker. Okay, so I'm just gonna alternate between Booker and Delian right now to do the 6 rounds. Round 1 for Booker.
Okay. Booker is still transformed, so that's going on. That's happening here.
Yes. Does that last for 10 minutes, right, or just a minute?
Yes, 10 minutes. I assume.
Wow.
That
Yeah,
was
you're still
maybe
yes.
3 or
Yes.
4 minutes between
Yes,
rounds.
you're for sure. You're still transformed. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm just trying to do basically. We should probably get that in the vault. This is a very familiar feeling right now, and we should really get this.
I'm gonna transform myself using flawed shape change. I'm gonna change into a blood hawk and just kind of rest up in the top somewhere for a while.
You only change into a humanoid, I think, right? Or a
It
beast?
says I can change into a human or a beast up to 1/4 CR.
Yeah.
So a blood hawk is 1/8, and it's small. So
Delian has embraced her dragon lineage, Booker.
and then I go into the kind of the corner somewhere and just sort of hide.
Delian, can we at least get that in the vault?
What are you gonna do with the if Anto comes for it? He's just gonna if somebody else comes for it, they're just gonna take it. So
Well, yes, and
I
I
just
feel
don't
like
want
the
to.
vault is the safest place to keep things where people will not take them, considering it's hollowed ground and there are guardians down there. And then
yeah, but anybody that's not an undead can take it. So I don't know what the hell. What's that other woman's name? I can't remember. Adeline? I don't think she's undead.
I'm going to let you
Yes.
guys get one more round to do whatever you want to do before Anto shows up, as you guys are talking back and forth. And Booker, you're of course arguing with that Delian. It's a very familiar feeling.
I realize that I'm going to go around and get clerics, guards, anyone that could be considered security of this, as well as
We'll say roll a d6.
D6.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's the D6s real quick. It's rolling. It's taking a second. That's a 4. 4?
That would be about 4 guards, right? Are in here, like 4. I'm going to say acolytes. If you want to say acolyte stat block, I kind of have them in here. Delian, you shapeshifted into a hawk, and you're near the top of the thing.
Yeah, I'm also going to cast aid at 5th level for both Booker and myself, so it'll be
Save
up
it.
25.
Save
I
it.
think so.
Yeah.
It lasts
Is there-
8 hours, so
Well, I have a total of 45 temporary hit points right now because of this form I'm in, so I'm good.
okay. I mean, because the thing is, like, if he casts like a power word something,
Yeah,
I
but
think you
didn't
kill
aid
it.
get turned from being actual HP to temporary HP in under As rules?
I think it's always been that way. Otherwise, it's max HP. It
otherwise
increases
it's
your max HP.
And that was just it.
I think it's simplified. I think we can have it the old way, Booker. I think they did that in 6th edition.
Yeah, I'm just going to increase my hit points then, because I need to be over 100 regardless. So,
Okay, well, alright. So you're casting it on
but
yourself.
I don't know why. Well, you could use the extra hit points. I mean, these guys keep
Yeah.
doing damage, so
I
it's a
mean,
25 hit point plus. So,
so I also
Anto-
get additional hit points?
yeah.
I'm going to roll another D100 here, Anto. I'm rolling this, and I'm going to summon out everybody to the Temple of Ivonia, since we're doing typical D&D stuff where we're just all over the place.
You D100?
Yes.
I mean, it's an
You,
it's an
as Anto, as you approach it, you hear a whisper as you enter. Make sure Delian comes here. Don't reveal your true intentions. You hear the voice of Adeline, and as you see that, Savvy and Savvy and Barnon are coming up outside the temple. We're not in combat yet because we're not in combat. What do you, Anto? You come into the temple. I'm not putting out the models, but Delian is transformed into a bird upside up on the ceiling somewhere.
Of course you did.
He doesn't know that. They don't know that.
We don't know that. We'll figure that out.
Yes,
So-
you guys
I'm
come in.
also hiding, so I don't know what the hell.
What does the D100 have to do here now?
That was a roll I made up. You
Oh, you
unknown
made it. You made it.
on
Okay.
myself. That's a DM roll,
Okay.
but I wanted to make it in public to satisfy Booker.
Hey, I have a question. Does dominate person work if you cast silence?
Unknown.
Okay.
You don't even know he's dominated. Stop fucking metagaming.
You're right. Right.
I'm just curious about technicality, but whatever.
Otherwise, we're going to do the silence room and move everybody into the silence room so I can prevent your asses from metagaming on me.
So where is Barnon and I coming up from, and then where is Anto coming up from? Are we coming up kind of the same way?
You're coming in right into the entrance right now. And actually, that's where we'll start our little scene here. We have Savvy, Barnon, and Anto outside of the Temple of Ivonia. And it's somehow it seems strange because somehow Anto has escaped.
Yeah.
Are you how? Okay, a lot of questions. Did you hit him and then you just went right through him too, or was that just mean he was messing with me?
So what happens? I hit it a lot of times and he disappeared. So I haven't seen him since.
Everyone's here. Because
We're not in yet, but
Okay.
If I'm honest, I just hit him like 4 times or so. He started laughing and disappeared, and that's it.
of course he's gonna disappear. Delian's
How
safe.
did you get here so quickly, though?
I started running because he was gone. So the first thing I thought it was gonna come towards Delian.
I know you're fast, but I did just teleport 1,000 feet closer here. And
You
this
cannot
happens
outrun
every week
these
for the
legs.
Super Bowl. Right.
But remember, I lost an arm. I'm not that heavy anymore.
Well,
My
you're
legs
holding
hurt.
something that's probably multiple times heavier than your arm.
It's not that heavy.
Okay.
So,
Let's go check on let's go check on them. See how they're going.
hey, let everybody know. I always said that finger had to stay in here, but nobody listens to me.
We listen to you, Anto. It's just sometimes you're incorrect. It's what we all are. Now let us see how Delvin is doing.
I'm gonna burst through the doors. Delian! You better be in here!
Oh,
Ah, Booker.
standing there just with the trident. Oh.
It's
Okay.
I stay very quiet and just watch what's going on.
Is
'Cause
everyone okay?
I know the lich's power, so
I'm fine. I think Barnon's fine.
We teleported in. Excuse me for a moment. I'm gonna drop concentration. 'Cause I feel safe.
How do you shapeshift back? How do you shapeshift back into yourself, Booker, from this awesome form?
It's more of just like a cartoony blur, you know, when there's those smear frames, just the and just like sort of the color shifting back,
Hilarious.
just getting smaller. Which I need to make a Constitution saving throw. 15, I make it, so I don't get a
Nice.
stack of exhaustion.
Oh, when you use this form, you actually can take
Yeah.
a stack?
When you
Wow.
fail, you have to make a DC 15 Constitution saving throw. Otherwise, you gain 1 level of exhaustion. That's the downside of the spell. So
I believe in you,
15.
Booker. Wave says to you.
That was the Queen of Nona Vigil. That was the voice of Queen Nona Vigil. I don't. That was not the.
I believe in you.
Huh? Anyways, all right. We're all fine. I'm glad that you are here. Is he gonna follow us? I'm very confused and very panicking because the last time he was here, somebody died.
Well, Barton and I, like, whatever door opened into another dimension and spit us out here, we did that. That was a weird thing. Still not used to that.
Okay.
And then we met Anto at the door.
Okay, good. You're all safe.
We're good? Ish?
I've been trying to get Delian to put that finger back into the vault, but she is not being very cooperative.
Where?
She's hiding somewhere. I don't know what's going on. She turned into something somehow. She has never done this before, and she is hiding.
She's at that age. Just let her hide. It's fine.
What are we gonna do? We left the queen with the lich.
The queen has her guards, and he was not after the queen.
Yeah, but from what I can tell, he really doesn't care who he kills, hurts, uses.
Well, liches usually don't, so...
I'm going to pull out a copper wire and cast Sending, because the spell has not failed me yet before, and target Queen Nonaviggle and just say, Queen Nonaviggle, that individual who is in the arena is bad. A lich coming to kill us. Evacuate everybody immediately.
Hide?
Stay safe.
And hide in there.
And hide.
That seemed like a marvelous ending, Archmage. The show was incredible, and I hope that we
It's not
got
just a
enough
glitch,
funds.
There's a whole bunch of other stuff.
She thinks
I
it's
hope
a
we got
show.
enough funds to pay for the wall. That's what she says in her replies.
I'm gonna send another one. I don't care.
She seems
I don't
like
care.
kind of like clueless to it. You know, she thought it was like all a part of the show, maybe after all.
You know, actually,
Was
I'm
not show.
gonna send to Mudteeth. Actually,
Commander Monteith?
sure.
Yeah.
Commander Mudteeth. Commander Mudteeth. This is Booker Carvel, wizard. The queen is in danger. The creature in the arena is bad. Evacuate everyone immediately.
Everyone started to leave. The show was over. Archmage, that was a tremendous ending. You all just vanished in a great puff of smoke. What a
the
finale.
fuck?
What's going on? We don't
Hey,
hear any of this, right? It's
I know.
just Booker talking.
I am like just gesturing, just very angrily, listening to all this. They think it was a show. They think it was a part of the show, and then everyone just left.
Good that they left, but to be fair, we did say it was going to be a show.
I suppose if he hasn't hurt anyone that was there and was just targeting us, that's good that he's gone. But still, we are very much pinned down in this building because of him.
So, let me just catch me up here. What did you guys do to upset a lich?
I gesture to the open cathedral. Delian has the finger of a. It's a long story and an even longer history.
Okay.
So there was an archmage,
Okay.
who the necromancer variety, who happens to, when he died, I believe his fingers, like his hand had power in it or something, and they had sewn it together, and it was like, it's basically just this powerful. When I read books, they like to call this term a MacGuffin, if you will. It's a powerful like item that allows him to do a lot of horrifying, deadly things.
Like my ex.
I don't want to be mean, so yes. This
Oh.
Thorax is different. It's different.
It's
Oh.
magic.
Guys, so where's Dillian? Because she's the one that is the most in danger right now.
Hiding.
She's just let her just
Hiding where?
let her hide. Let her just. That was an exciting moment.
Anto, make a perception roll versus Delian's sneak. Delian, make a sneak roll.
We don't even know she's a bird.
Yes, but he's trying to hide like there's a bird up in the rafters, and Anto is actually very perceptive.
There's usually birds
Since
in
I'm
rafters.
dominated, and the link is Arno, wouldn't Arno let me know by feeling where the finger is?
No, doesn't work
No?
like that.
Okay.
It's not like
24.
a telepathy or anything. I'm waiting for Delian to roll the sneak. Otherwise, I will roll it for Delian. Delian rolls with disadvantage for some reason. Is that correct? Because of the armor you're wearing, maybe? Or maybe you're heavily encumbered. Delian rolls a 7. You see Delian up in the rafters as a bird. And so you don't know if it's Delian, but it's very peculiar.
Right?
Yeah.
You roll a 16 plus 7. If we don't roll with disadvantage, if I take the first roll, it's a 5. So it doesn't matter. You rolled a 7 still, right? You see that? You would have still rolled a 7.
18, right? Didn't I?
No, you would have rolled a 7.
Didn't I?
Right. Because you would have used the first roll.
Oh, I see what you're
Anyways,
saying. Okay.
yes. As you do shapeshift, you do your weight changes
What's-
though, right?
he's-
As your
he's looking-
items,
He's looking for a bird. Okay.
he sees Anto is he's not very fast, but Anto is very perceptive.
If we're honest, it's weird to see a hawk inside of a church in the first place.
Yes.
So.
I would have thought that the weird shapeshifting stuff or whatever, it would be like druid rules, like you could have it just meld into your form.
Yes, it is.
Although an armored
If
bird
you're
would
not
be cool.
wearing metal armor.
Well, I think this is a different thing because it's like the dragon stuff. But I don't know
It's.
the rules.
Look in the Fortune Follies chat, you'll see the whole fucking discussion in there.
Ugh.
The whole hour-long debate.
Well,
What's wrong with that bird?
oh, there she is. Delian, it's safe. Everyone.
That's
knows that.
Dillian?
I think so. Look, Delian transformed into a bird. It's a roller coaster of emotions right now because I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Last I checked, she was like part dragon, not a hawk, bird person. But okay.
I don't know. I think they can transform, can't they? I
Hey.
don't know.
Fine.
I mean, Zarkross was a sea elf that transformed into a dragon.
Yep.
I don't know.
Delian,
Okay.
if you want to stay up there, you're okay to stay up there. Don't. It's okay.
The danger has passed already.
I think we need to.
I don't believe that. I mean, can I roll perception as well then? I mean, it's kind of. I mean, how would they know I was a bird? But it's alright.
You're not very stealthy, Delian, and it's like you're like imagine like a bird or a pigeon in a church. You know, even though you're like perched up somewhere, you're looking down. You can't. You're not as strong as a druid, so you cannot speak in this form. You're only just shapeshift into it. You understand?
To be fair, I did say
No, that's
fly,
fine, but-
and birds, are the most common thing to fly. So.
And there's a bird inside.
Yeah, but I was hiding, so I don't understand. But anyway, regardless, I mean,
Yes, that's why we rolled your sneak roll, Delian. We rolled a perception roll versus your sneak. He spotted
Yeah,
you.
and
wouldn't it be at advantage because I was already spending time hiding? But whatever.
No,
Anyway,
that,
regardless.
that is the active role of doing it. That is how rogues do it too.
And all I saw was a bird. They didn't know it was
You did not
Dillian,
get
and
advantage.
Booker said it was Dillian, so
Yes.
two and two together.
Regardless, I guess it's pointless. I guess I'll turn back.
That's clue.
Seems pretty determined to make this happen for some reason.
Delian, I implore you to at least listen and you just put it in the vault.
I'm not gonna put it in the vault
Why not?
because they're just gonna send somebody to take it. It's the same problem.
And the only way to take it would be to get access into the vault.
Right.
So
but they
why
can
not just
send any
watch the
normal-
vault?
if they send like an assassin like last time, the assassin could just take it from the vault. I can't prevent real normal people from coming in.
So you can't have guards or people watching it?
What guards do against like that assassin that killed me in one round? I mean, I don't understand what that's pretty useless.
Then the part of that now is the fact that you do know that there were assassins, so you are on guard technically.
Right, what I'm saying is that if we place NPC guards to guard this thing, it's just going to disappear. I mean, the experience that we've had so far. Actually, I'm talking out of character now, but I'm just going to say, I'm basically going to say, like, no, I don't think that's a really smart thing because it's just unsafe, regardless of where we put it. So might as well just have it on person.
We just gotta be extra careful now.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's fine.
I mean,
Plus,
if
I
put it
like
in the-
fighting, so I'm always up for a good fight.
Yeah, if I put it in the vault, anybody can take it. I mean, it's just,
So
I mean,
Delian takes
Real-
one step outside and then is confronted by Arno and blasted to death.
it's not the question of fighting Arno. It's the question that he ambushed us. I mean,
It's not-
how did he know where he was and where we were, what we were doing, and all that stuff, right? So,
Well, from how Booker explained it, he's got a lot of power.
I wouldn't be surprised if he could be able to scry on people. But don't you have the
guess we-
scrying pool? Could we not look and see where he's at?
sorry, what?
Could we not
Ye-
look for Arno?
You guys probably forgot, but a few sessions ago, once I think Barnon got kind of close to the finger in the vault, he felt that feeling of being scryed on.
Mm-hmm.
He did say that. Someone was watching him. I think he might be able, considering it is a part of the hand, he would be very familiar enough to be able to look for it through means of scrying. So couldn't we look for him by
I'll
using
have
the book?
Booker make an Arcana roll, as he's asking questions about scrying on Arno and things like that.
Yeah. Pacing back and forth while doing this. Just
The DC would probably be
generally.
pretty high. What did you roll, Booker?
I didn't roll yet, so
Okay.
I was just about to.
Billion made a roll. I heard something happen.
17.
Okay.
Just
I'm going to say it's high enough for sure, Booker. Booker, you're thinking about it, and you're thinking about your studies of knowledge and stuff that you've had, right? With all the different types of magic items. You saw that Anto, he had maybe one of the books of the Malthus one of the 9 books that's written in flesh and bound in blood. But around his finger, you saw one of the fingers of the elements. The lost fingers of these lost rings. And these rings were never supposed to be found because they were too powerful. Each one can control an aspect of an element, really. And how did Arno get something like this in his possession? And Booker, you do roll high enough, I'm going to say, when he wears the ring, he has a permanent non-detection status on him. He cannot be detected by scrying.
Well,
This was from our Tomb of Annihilation game, by the way, guys.
Arno is technically in this point, a unfindable just monster, a god. At this point, we can't kill him. He'll kill us. There's nothing we can do.
Booker
I'm
started to
gonna
give up
hide
hope.
like he is.
Oh, yes, I'm giving up hope now, based on all the stuff that you put onto this monster.
I mean, if we get the drop on him, maybe we have a chance. But it's a prepared ambush is completely a waste of time. So
There may be a way around it. I mean, Adeline is another option to try and scry upon, but I don't think we have anything for her.
Well,
And if we scry just the finger itself, because we have the finger to scry for the hand, it's technically not.
So we're not in fighting. We're all here talking and everything. So I'm gonna put my shield on my back. and I'm going to grab Dillian with my right hand, which is not
The Jaime Lannister hand?
yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
savvy
God.
sketch of you. So she's gonna be, excuse me?
And
Whoa, what are you doing?
I will with the left
If he
hand. I
grabs
will
me,
make
I'm
it pop
gonna use an
open.
ability.
I am
drop a
going
bomb.
to cast.
Wait, Anto,
No.
this is how it works, is Anto rolls initiative with advantage. But you see Anto grab Delian, and that kind of starts the initiative count, right?
Yeah.
So, but Anto will get advantage on the initiative since he's kind of surprising you. But I do want to give Savvy and Barnon advantage for kind of playing along with the metagaming a little bit. You guys get advantage, right? As you probably know that, Anto's.
Well, I
Okay.
mean,
Yeah, 12. That's
I
higher
know
than
he's
earlier.
not fast, so there's no way he could have gotten there when we
Exactly.
did. And she's
Exactly.
dumb. She doesn't have brains, but she's not that dumb where she wouldn't notice.
What do I get?
You got advantage on initiative.
Oh,
Or just advantage. You have inspiration, Ray.
okay.
Anto rolls a 12. I'm
It's
going to
the
consider
highest I
him.
have.
I'm going to say he's hostile, though, so I'm going to put him in alternate initiative. Savvy, what'd you get?
25.
Booker? 24?
I'm gonna take your other hand, I'm sorry.
A natural 20 for 24.
You gain inspiration, but you don't beat out Savvy. Savvy is a trained gladiator and already susses out Anto. And as soon as he puts his hand on Delian, Savvy is like right there. Delian, what'd you roll?
15.
15, you said? Barnon?
16.
I'll roll for Barney.
Yeah, you got to roll for Barnon.
I got you. It's +4, correct?
Yes. Pretty
23.
good. Right behind Booker. You guys are rolling really good. I'm going to use alternating initiative. I'm also going to drop in 1 second. I don't think I have her model saved here. I don't have it here directly, so I got to pull it out. As usual, things are going awry.
Are we surprised?
Why
Yes.
be surprised when you can be worried?
Savvy would be like right.
Savvy, yes. I have everybody out on the board. Savvy, your turn is up.
Okay,
You're up
cool.
first.
Anto, what hand are you holding out? The one with the bomb?
So I'm grabbing Delian with my right hand, and I opened up so a bomb will fall from the other one.
Okay, you're on. Okay, so it's your right hand I'm cutting off.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You
That's
try
a 14.
you try to restrain him or something, or what are you trying to do, Savvy?
No,
No,
nope.
caught
I'm
any.
already sus of him, so she's going full protection of Delian, who she she favors. Does a 14 hit Anto?
Surprisingly, no, 19.
Oh, lovely.
And so, did I successfully grab, or I haven't grabbed yet? What I'm asking if my hand is free.
You would have put your hand on her, I'm assuming.
Yeah, right.
Yes. So it doesn't hit Anto. Anto's AC.
I know. I usually roll so fucking high.
I know. Anto is blocking you, and you see Anto's resisting. Savvy, is that the end of your turn?
No, I'm using my zealous presence, so everyone in 60 feet of me who's friendly to me gets
But I'm your friend.
No, you're not anymore. You're attacking someone.
I'm not attacking. I'm just grabbing.
You gain advantage on attack rolls and saving throws until the start of my next turn.
Okay.
Have at 'em, boys.
I am
Anto's up.
Well, I'll drop the bomb right in the middle between Booker, Barno, and Savvy.
Booker,
I'm
you
on you.
roll the bomb. You roll the bomb out. Yes, you try to get on him, but Anto resists. Is this like a 10-foot diameter bomb like this? Something like that? Is that what you're trying to do?
Let me check here. It's up to a point of 60 feet away.
Yeah, but what
wait,
do you...
Wait. 5 feet,
what's the
5 feet.
radius?
5 feet from the point.
Yeah, 5.
5 feet from.
Yeah, so you just roll the bomb like this and it explodes on all 3 of them like this.
Yeah, so it hits them and not Dylan and I.
Well,
Oh, okay.
So he wants to hit us 3, and
Yeah.
which is
It would-
concerning. Well, you don't.
If it's a 5-foot sphere, then
Hold
it
on.
would-
I'm
what's
gonna
the
say
initiative order?
yes. I have the initiative order up here in Tailspire, and Anto, I'm gonna say throws a bomb and it works as intended. He hits Savvy, Barnon, and Booker. You all 3 of you have to make dex saving throws, please.
So
And
Why
you
did-
have advantage.
Yes.
So I had initiative before Booker, but sorry, not before Anto.
We use
I didn't
alternating
get a chance to
initiative.
join. I don't know what that means. All right, anyway.
Let me link it up for you. Since you have a question, you can type it in Monsters and Magic. Type in alternating initiative, and then it'll tell you all about it. We've been doing this system of initiative for a very long time. Booker passes with the 20.
Alternating initiative for a very long time. I don't remember. doing
Yes. Yes. Ever since I started TPKing players, from them just rolling bad initiative.
Yeah.
And so I'm trying to keep everything in order, Delian. You just have to accept some things, ask these questions, and I can tell them ask these questions later. So I'm trying to focus in on one thing at a time with for instance, this particular saving throws type situation. So we have 3 saving throws that need to be made. Booker, Savvy, and then Barnum need to make saving throws. Dex save. It's half damage, right? It's just 3d6 damage, right? Anto, how much damage?
No. It's so they make a DC 12 dexterity saving throw, or take the 3d6.
Yes. So it's a save versus nothing. As you just duck out of the way, your danger sense kind of kicks in, Booker. As you see this happen, you dodge out of the way, just a little bit, and the bomb explodes. But you take no
that
damage.
class feature.
Well, it's your alert then, right?
Well, no, I don't have an alert.
Well, you're rolling with
Barden
advantage
has
there.
a dirty 20.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Barden has a 20. So people
I
pass.
saved with a 15.
Yes. So you drop the bomb, Anto, but they just run out of the way. What else do you want to do, Anto?
I'm gonna start running towards the exit with Delian in hand.
You have to grapple Delian, so Delian you need to make a grapple check with Delian as you try to grab her.
So I have my hand free. Yeah, I'll grab it.
I'm going to say, yeah, that's your first attack to drop the bomb, and then your second attack to actually try to grab Delian.
Yep. It's athletics, was it?
Yes.
Where is it? Right here.
Athletics, and then Delian needs to roll an endurance check
32
or a balance check. Don't think Delian's going to beat it with a 32. I can roll for Delian if Delian's going to roll. It's under your innate skills.
I know you're raising a rush, but I can't get to the character stuff. Hold on a second.
Yeah.
Your innate
Except
skills?
balance.
Yes.
What was it? Balance or endurance?
Yes.
I'm not going to get 30. I'm not going to get 30. It's pointless rolling.
You're grappled, so then you can use one action pointer essentially, or you can use your move. You move up to half your move away, but you provoke attacks opportunity from both Barnon and Savvy.
Well, then you might have a rubber fall.
Just gonna mute Barnon as he's kind of talking there.
Barnon,
That's
what
what
did
you
you want to
probably do.
use for your reaction?
He's
You
muted.
just have just an opportunity attack. Okay.
Well, we'll just let Savvy do it. Barnon's like busy or something.
Okay. I mean, I have a sheet pulled up and everything. That's a 26 to hit.
Roll damage onto Anto. What'd you say, Barnon?
Can I cast Dominate Person on him?
As a reaction.
No, not as a reaction unless you have
yeah.
Warcaster. Yeah. Anto, you get hit by Savvy. Take damage. Roll damage, Savvy.
You take
8.
8 No, that's the wrong. Hold on. No, that was the wrong
Your
one
hand
that I
axe?
just hit. Sorry. No, I meant to roll with this one. 15 damage.
Yeah.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Me?
Anto.
Okay.
Wisdom saving throw. Wisdom saving throw. Ba, ba, ba. Natural 1.
So you're still dominated.
Yeah, +5. I mean, +4 is 5.
Booker's up.
Bonus action. Booker is going to summon Lazarus on his shoulder.
You're familiar.
And yes, the trees, which is the flying cat, and he's going to look to Delian and say, "Delian, run!" And I'm going to cast Vortex Warp on Delian at just 2nd level.
I don't need to run. I'm just going to hit him with something. But
I'm gonna say, as you try to teleport Delian is a willing creature, but he's being grappled hostilely. So it's a still. I'm gonna say it's gonna be the Constitution save that normally that's applied to will apply to Anto. Anto makes a Constitution save to hold on to Delian through the teleportation.
Constitution saving throw.
Yes, because that's normally how Vortex works.
Yeah, it works to the target, who I'm teleporting.
Yes. Yes, but as they're grappled, usually like how teleports work, if the target's being touched or grappled by another creature, I'm going to say, especially as a contesting type thing, you can't just, it doesn't automatically work like this, Booker. There has to be a roll. And then, what's your spell save DC? I think he beats you, Booker, with a 21.
Yeah, 16.
As you do it, so Booker, I'll let you roll a D20.
I cast the magic. It goes around Delian. Anto flexes his constitution, and it doesn't work. Roll a d20.
It's my good arm.
Yeah, it's your strong arm.
It's my good arm.
14.
Well, since you interrupted me, I'm gonna say it fails. So that's how it works. I was gonna let you decide to let the teleport either go off or on, but Anto would go with him or not. But instead, it just doesn't work. Adeline is up. I'm gonna put Adeline closer to here.
When the hell did she get here?
Yeah,
She's been invisible, and she's kind of seeing this going on, and she casts darkness onto Barnon. Barnon needs to make the saving throw for that. That is, I think, a dex save. Let me take a look. Because it's against a non-willing creature. Let me take a look. Yeah.
Dark Vision
here.
doesn't have anything to play into that at all?
No.
Okay.
Take a look here.
He's got great decks anyways, so...
He also has advantage from your ability, right?
Yes, he rolls with advantage.
Okay, so this one, it's what, +6? So there's a 6.
Roll with the mage.
Did I just roll 2 6s? Okay, cool. It's 12. +6 +1, so he's got an additional 1 on each of them. It's 13.
Rolls a 13 in total.
Mhm.
Okay, doesn't beat Adeline's thing. Darkness goes off on Barnon. Barnon is surrounded by darkness for now. Everybody within 20 feet can't see. That's end of Adeline's turn. Barnon is up.
I know, but you don't need a rabbit, so I guess.
Barnon, you there?
I have a question. If the alternating initiative is based on CR value, right? Why am I last?
Yes.
Yep.
You're not last because you roll as a player, as described in there, versus the party. I'm using Anto as a hostile character. Don't worry, Delian. In the future, it'll all be automated. Just rolls automatically.
I just don't understand the purpose of alternating initiatives. I'm still trying to get it because I've never seen it. Maybe I've missed too many sessions. But this is the
I will
first time I've
link.
seen it.
I will link you a video that explains all about it after the game.
Okay.
It's not a big deal.
I mean, I just think it's. I don't understand it. I mean, I don't understand the purpose, but whatever.
Because I will link you the video later, and then you'll understand completely. Or you can go look back at the clip where the skeletons. You're not last. You're right up next. Barnon's up.
So I can't see anything?
Yes,
Correct.
you're in the fire, the Temple of Ivonia. You have been covered in darkness.
And it was cast on me.
Yes.
Alright, then I'm gonna run away from the opposite of the party.
All right. I'll have
To
Savvy
get the
make a
darkness off of
D20. I'm going to say Savvy makes a D20 roll. You probably know your surroundings, but you know there's kind of chaos and pandemonium.
Natural
roll a
20!
Yeah, you roll a natural 20. So you roll away run away successfully up to your move like this. Let me edit this one. Nice. See how I do it, Booker? I let people like roll on it to see like the effect, you know, because the rule can't be decided every time. What else do you want to do, Barnon? You're still covered in darkness. Did you successfully run away?
Bardic inspiration needs to be able to see or hear, or see and hear.
I'm going to say you always need to see the target. That's typically how the rules always work. You have to see the target that you want to inspire. Because it's like a targeted effect. That's typically how the rules work.
You choose a target other than yourself within 60 feet who can hear you.
Yeah, so I guess you can work when it hears you.
Alright, then I will Bardic inspire Delian.
Okay, what do you say to Delian?
Escape from these shackles that hold you down in some melody fashion.
Some melody fashion. I love that. I love that. In some melody
Beautiful.
fashion.
It's so beautiful.
Barnon, do you want to do anything else?
I don't think I have any spells I could use in my action while I'm blinded, so that's it.
Okay. Delian is up.
I don't have any potions.
You are grappled with Anto still.
I'm just annoyed at everything right now. Anyway, I'm gonna cast Mass Dispel Magic.
Okay.
I'm gonna
And
try
I'm
to dispel
insulted,
magic.
honestly.
I'm gonna dispel magic on Anto.
You apologize to the car for letting the
And
Bosworth
anybody who's
touch it.
and what's her name?
Conversation.
Anto, Delian, she is visible here, right? She's already visible. As she comes out of invisibility, she's already visible.
I'm saying also the darkness, the dispelling the darkness as well. So
Okay, let me look at that. Let's spell up. 1 second. That's a new one. I don't know if it has.
Spell, so
Yes, but it has a certain AoE effect. I don't think it can get all those effects. It only has a 30-foot range. As you cast it on Anto
right,
as the center point, it probably would have to.
Wouldn't it affect Barnon as well, or no? I mean, you said the darkness envelops us.
So, like, this is if you look on the battle map, this is where I'm putting it, right? So, any negative effect over that, and it doesn't hit Barnon as the target. So, I would say no, it does not affect Barnon.
Can I move 5 feet then, and then do it? Or I can't do that.
Well, actually, what I will do, I know that. So you're trying to
grapple?
No. This is what you're doing. This is what you can do, like this. You actually because you can put the point somewhere like this, and you can hit Barnon and Anto with the AoE effect. Reduce your total mana by 5.
Yeah, I know.
I think, spending bell power rolls. You're using a 5th level spell though, versus his dominate monster, and I roll it with Arno. So make a roll.
Person.
Dominate monster. You're right, Anto. By the way, saw your message earlier.
So sorry. What do I need to roll then? I'm sorry.
Roll a bending spell. Yes.
It hurts.
What'd you roll?
Hold on. I need to find the bending spell again.
Arno rolls a 23.
I do not want to interrupt, but this also would include the symbol I put on Savvy. So do I need to roll as well? Spelling magics.
I rolled a 33.
Yes, you did. Because you have a master in it successfully goes off. Anto, how do you dispel Anto and the effect of the darkness?
I go. If I say something in weird celestial, like not Drac or something, and then basically you remove the darkness and the dominate person.
The darkness shrinks back onto itself, Barnon. Delian, what else do you want to do? That's 2 AP.
I think that's all I can do, really, unless he lets me go.
Anto, as your reaction, you can probably let Delian go too, right? Because now you're free from the domination.
Am I confused, or do I know what happened?
You don't know. It's like you come to, like you were kind of in control of your body, but you were given instruction, and you're just doing the best you can. Savvy's up.
I'm gonna drop my axe and tackle him.
Roll
Like
a,
I'm gonna
uh,
full
roll a
ass
grapple.
like once I see him drop his arm, I'm gonna drop my weapon and then literally like body slam him into the ground. So what kind of roll do I need to make for that?
You roll athletics versus Anto's athletics.
He's completely free now, so there's no reason to do that.
Well, I don't know
Delian,
that.
just let her do it.
I don't
Just
know
let her do
that.
her thing.
So athletics or
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And then Anto rolls athletics as well.
Athletics limit. Oh, okay.
It's a common trope. You gotta do it.
Got 23.
Make sure I know what I'm doing. Okay. I don't think it's gonna be that good. 19. No.
You just run up and Anto like shoves you a little
Or
bit
like
back.
shoving him at that point then.
Yeah,
Losing
Anto.
my-
What the heck's going on?
I'm putting myself between him and Delian and like kind of. What were you doing?
What are you doing?
You attacked her.
What?
What the fuck are you doing?
Where are we?
Are you with
Where
that
am I?
lich?
No, I don't know what's going on. That was in the arena. What?
Booker, can you spell thing? Do a magic thing.
Does this seem similar to the time when Anto also attacked Delian before?
Yeah, he's free
Booker
now.
is up.
I told him that he's free now.
Oh, Booker is up. Hello.
Wait. I'm sorry. Anto's up. I missed Anto. Anto, you're up now. You kind of come to
enemy.
Anto. You've been shoved by Savvy, but you kind of come to and you look towards Delian. You remember everything that was happening. You remember Arno telling you about it. It's like that. It's not like a memory wipe. You're just like being controlled by someone else outside your will.
I'd be like, damn it, it happened again.
Again?
You threw a grenade at us.
What do you mean again?
Well, I give my best no matter what the situation is. Well, I'll let go of Delian, obviously.
Yeah.
And
Right,
if I see Adeline there, I'm gonna start not walking, running towards her. Yeah, obviously.
Yeah,
And
you can dash at her if you want.
Dash action towards her and just stop behind her.
You run really quickly behind her, and she says, "Well, I guess it's over then, isn't it, Anto?"
It's over until you're dead. That's when it's over.
Booker's up.
Adeline.
Say her name.
You're in my friend's house now, bitch. Sorry, she's actually a woman. I feel very bad now for saying I'm sorry for saying that, but I'm not sorry for this. And then Mind Whip, just shadows from between the cathedrals, just smack her psychically. I need an intelligence saving throw.
Roll 20.
A 20? That's
Yeah.
a pass. So half of 17. That's what would be half of 17? So it's like 9?
8.
8?
Round down, yeah.
Okay, 8 psychic damage then.
Yeah.
And I'm going to let
Get out of my head, Archmage.
let Lazarus go between the pews and sort of like start scampering his way down the aisle. And that's
Lazarus is a snake.
No, Lazarus is a Tisserine. He is a cat now, a flying cat.
Oh.
I sent that
cute.
to you. Before, I guess.
Yeah,
I'll
last
post it in
session
it.
was flying around.
Yeah, he flew around in the. If I could get a flying snake, that would be great, but I can't. So
I think that's just called a dragon.
no. There's a. It's like an angel thing.
He's
It's
got
like
their legs up.
Yeah. But that is my. That's just gonna be my turn.
think I have Lazarus like this. So like with creatures and things, how I like to do it, like flaming, even things like flaming spheres. This is how they do it in Baldur's Gate. They're actually separate creature models in the initiative count. And just like with alternating initiative, Delian, all summons / creatures like this go at the end of the initiative count. And I put Lazarus there. So he crawls off you, so it doesn't require your bonus action or anything like that. And I can turn him into like a little flying creature like this. Right?
Okay.
Little flying cat. Let's save Lazarus, and if you want to, you should have Cannibal make you a model for this.
See what?
If that's what you want your model to be, because I know you can kind of change it. So there you go, and I give you permission. Press.
Yeah. Well,
Adeline is up, or what else do you want to do, Booker?
no, that's it. And my turn.
Okay.
I just send him through the queues to crawl.
Adeline seems that she's kind of getting overwhelmed. She begins to cast a spell.
Counterspell?
Do you want to counterspell it? Roll it up.
Wait, no, my apologies. I did not have counterspell because I was not thinking we were fighting spellcasters.
Hey, at least you're not doing it. She casts a spell,
Can I
and
kind of spell with my sword hitting it?
if you have that war, there's actually a feat that you can have. It's called Mage Slayer. I think whenever a mage casts a spell, you can get an opportunity attack. So you don't have it. She casts a spell and vanishes. She sees that she's getting overwhelmed. Anto, make a perception roll.
Perception. But since I remember being dominated, I know they're waiting outside. So
Unknown.
She can't cast a teleport outside, I think. Let me double check.
She's not casting teleport, and she's not undead.
perception. Wait. Oh, there it is.
So I don't know if it's got anything to do with undead. I'm gonna double check.
We're rules checking everything today, Savvy.
20.
20. You hear her tiptoes, like you see the pitter patter. You hear the feet moving past you, Anto. As you're very perceptive, you do get an opportunity attack.
Oh yes, I will.
You attack with disadvantage.
That's fine. I will hit no matter what for sure. No, I don't. Oh, 17.
17. I'm gonna say it hits. Roll damage.
It's gonna be 8 damage and yeah, that's it. Yeah.
All right. Let me make a concentration check with her. The DC is 10. She passes. Barnon is up. I had Barnon on mute because he was doing car mechanic stuff. I asked to unmute Barnon if he wants to do anything. I don't know if Barnon knows what's even going on.
He's fighting his own battle right now.
Yes, he's fighting the carburetor.
She's gone already? Or
Delian is up. She vanishes. You see that she goes invisible, Delian.
She's right.
What do you do,
behind me
Delian?
somewhere.
Delian is up. You see Anto swing, and you see blood fly off, and you hear her scream a little bit, but you don't know where she's at. "30 seconds, Delian." Delian smirks in dismay as her hallowed grounds are being defiled.
I mean, give me a little
By
bit.
the presence of the
That
Lich.
wasn't even 30 seconds. That was like 5 seconds.
I'm just waiting for you to decide what you want to do. I haven't said your turn's over yet, buddy. You're just sitting there, though, not saying anything. Doing anything.
Well, I'm trying to figure out whether she teleported or whether she went.
She is not
She's invisible.
teleported. I said
She's
that. I said that.
Yeah, I hit
She
her.
is not
She
teleported.
was invisible.
She bleeding.
There's blood on the floor.
She is somewhere in my vicinity somewhere.
Delian, she
It
teleported
is
away.
wet with her blood.
I don't know what else I can do. I mean, I can't unless we can find where she is.
On that.
Throw a
Can I cast? What did she have on her person?
I have a picture of her.
I'd like to cast locate object. See if I can locate where she is.
Yeah, I think you could do that. What are you trying to do? I had her model out. Were you paying attention? You got to tell me what do you see on the model that you want to use?
Gotta focus on whatever weapon she had, and then just try to find where she is.
She doesn't have a weapon. I'm gonna have you roll a d20, Delian. If you roll a 10 or higher, you're able to identify some object or something on her. Otherwise, you were too distracted.
I rolled a 10.
So you got it. No, yeah, I see you rolled a... There you go. Okay. Nice. You did. This is a picture of her. Hold on. As Delian is asking questions and things.
I'm going back and forth from different windows.
She dresses in like Digraxian clothing. She has a bunch of rings. You recognize her necklace around her, and she has like a lot of tattoos. You try to locate her necklace. She's past Anto. That's kind of how it works. You get warmer as you get closer to the target. You don't know it. You can't pinpoint her with locate object. It's just a sensation.
All right, I'm just gonna move forward a bit, I guess. Then
it gets warmer.
Yeah, that's it. And there's nothing. If I don't know where she is, I can't.
Lazarus is up.
So a fun thing about to streams, they have an ability that allows them to see invisible things within 60 feet.
Yes.
And he is going to just keep on. Well, I don't have access to him. Oh, there we go.
Booker, do you envelop over the eyes of it, or you feel like a telepathic bond with the creature?
We have a telepathic bond, but if I could, because
I think it takes an action to move into the creature, right?
Let me check to make
under
sure.
Find Familiar. You see her over here.
It's just pretty far away.
As an action, yes. So it would have to be an action,
yeah.
But they can tell me.
It's right over here, Booker. She's up front of us.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm just kind of pinpointing it into a general, as it points in that direction.
Fun fact: they actually have a 13 intelligence.
Yeah, they like most of them.
Yeah.
Nice.
Higher than mine. Jesus.
You're about as smart as my cat.
What else do you want to do, Lazarus?
Lazarus is just going to kind of go onto the. I'm going to move upward and onto the pews, just kind of like, going to be like hopping back and back through them, just keeping an eye on her.
Yes, Savi's up.
Okay. Yeah. So she doesn't see anything. She's gonna move her 40. And then just throw her axe. Throw her hand axe to where she thinks, where, like, Anto has pointed her out.
Yeah, you make an attack roll with... We're gonna say you make an attack roll with disadvantage.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah, don't take my finger.
I'm not trying to anymore. 12 probably doesn't hit.
It misses, it hits, it flies up and lands. You throw it so strong it lands into the pew back here. And some of the townsfolk are like, "Let's get out of here! They're attacking us almost!"
Witch.
See, there's
Stop hiding. And that's it.
Booker's up. I'm sorry, Anto's up. Stabby's so good about hitting end turn, I just keep clicking past her.
Anto's am the enemy. Sorry. That's why. It's fine. I'm used to it. It's okay, so I will get there.
You bump into her?
I guess I do. And I will attack. My first slash. Come on. Oh, wait, disadvantage. Let me roll.
Yes, you roll disadvantage against invisible creatures.
Wait, what happened here? Did I roll already?
I saw one roll. I saw two rolls.
There's a
rolled a 19. One. I'm going to say you hit with the 19, roll damage.
Here we go. That is going to be 14 damage.
She gets hit. Make a concentration check with her. Passes. Yeah.
Well, I may use my the superiority dice, and I'll use the which one was it? Okay, yeah. I'm gonna use maneuvering attack.
Okay.
And when I hit with a weapon attack, I can use a die and add the damage and allow a creature that I can see or hear. And they use the reaction to move half their speed.
How long has it been since Anto?
So use a reaction. You want someone else to kind of catch up to you? Is that what you're saying?
Yep.
You want Savvy to catch up to you, or who do you want to catch up?
Who is the one that is the... Yeah, Savvy is the closest one.
So she can use half her move speed. Is that what you're saying?
Yep.
So
Using
she moves
her
20.
reaction to move half their speed.
Okay, she moves 20 up like this.
And then I might use the... What's a D10? It's a D10, right? Yeah.
Yes, to do extra damage.
Yeah.
Roll damage. I still rolled high with her to pass.
That's an 8 damage.
8 damage. Okay. She still passes the saving throw, but she's she's hurt. She's getting hurt.
I'm gonna attack a second time.
Okay.
Oh, 12.
That does not hit, unfortunately.
That does not hit. No.
Is it you're trying to swing out madly? You feel like she's maybe moved in position as she's been invisible in front of you, and you feel her like slipping away.
Yeah, so I know that I moved 20, so I'm gonna move just a little bit more further here to 10 feet. I don't know if I bump again with her, but I just moved 10 feet.
Booker's up.
Booker is going to let everyone know she is currently invisible and in front of Anto. And that I'm going to just call out as I move forward. That's not going to help you, Adeline. And I'm going to cast Psychic Glance as the shadow horn forms and fire it directly at her because I don't have to see
Yes,
her.
that's right.
So
the cheese ball spell. I like it.
Well, it's
roll it up.
Work against cheese ball spells like.
Wait, I have to roll a saving throw with her or no?
Yes, it's an intelligence saving throw.
Okay, let's roll it up. I rolled 17. I don't know if that passes though.
That does pass, and she takes
Okay.
half of 29 psychic damage. So that would be 15 psychic damage.
Yeah. She gets hurt a little bit. Let me make a concentration check with her. She's been doing pretty good with them. She passes again with the concentration. She's still invisible. Rolling pretty decent. Rolled a 19 on the main roll.
If you have trouble figuring out where she's at, and I'm going to send Lazarus to fly 40 feet directly over where she's at.
See how it works is when Lazarus' turn is up, you move Lazarus the way you want to move her.
Yeah, I'm just stating that now. That's what he's going to be doing.
Or him.
So.
We don't know. It's a male cat.
It's a male cat, yeah, Lazarus.
Adeline is up. She uses her bonus action to Misty Step to get out of Anto's reach. And then she takes the dash action to try to escape.
She's moving.
You see one of the guys up here? This one of the cultists that you were asking about, Barnon? He gets bumped into. He's like, ah! Like forcefully. Barnon is up. Do you want me to come back to you in a second?
Yeah.
You are not. It was dispelled by Delian.
Oh, okay. And then,
I tried to summon you to the boar. Yeah, I tried to summon you just a second ago. There you go, buddy. Welcome. Did you fix the car?
No. I gotta order some parts, and they're taking an Uber back and getting it later.
You rolled a natural 1.
It appears combat has been delayed.
Probably a 2, not a natural 1. It sounds like you figured out the problem. Didn't make it worse. Barnon, you're up. Adeline is getting away. She is invisible. She bumps into like one of the ushers near the main door, who is a acolyte of Ivonia. Barnon, what do you do? Anto goes mad trying to steal the finger from Delian, and he's dispelled by Delian, and things are kind of in control, but Adeline is trying to get away.
Which one is Adeline?
Unknown. She's invisible.
Oh, then I'm gonna dominate person, dominate person dominate charm monster on the thing. It's an alkalite, and it's a wisdom save throw 17.
The acolyte is a friend of the cult. Is a friend of the church, but it's unknown. You want to dominate him still?
Sorry,
I'm talking.
Just get me for now.
I'm talking about this guy up here. There's only one bad guy. It's Adeline.
Oh, she's invisible. Okay.
Yes, Delian's
I'm
up.
giving people updates about where she's at because I can see her.
Delian is up again.
I just say you're not getting away this time, and I cast a wall of fire around the door so she can't get out.
A rage of fire. Let's move Delian up a little bit, like to here.
Move up 30 feet.
Yeah, I move you up 30, and you cast a wall of fire across the door. That is erupt, and you hear the acolyte say, "In the name of Ivonia, stop!" A rage of fire opens up. Let me see if I can put out the torch effect. Do you want it as yellow or blue fire? I mean, yeah, yellow or blue.
Yellow is fine. And the range of the wall of fire is 120 feet anyway, and I'm going to make sure it takes the shape of covering the entire door so she can't get out.
I just put it out like this.
Good.
How's that? How's that, Dylan? Looks good. He's muted again. Lazarus is up.
Where does Lazarus is just going to keep flying 40 feet? I guess
Lazarus dashes up pretty far, or just moves 40.
He has a flying speed of 40s, but I think I guess he could take an action to dash. I don't know how it works.
Yes, that's how it works. That's how it works.
Where does he see Adeline?
Doesn't see her right there.
Doesn't see her?
Yeah.
Within 60 feet?
No.
Okay. Then he'll keep flying forward.
You see her there. She's right there. You just had to move up a little bit farther. She's right here.
Oh. Where? Oh.
Right around here.
Okay. He's gonna. Where was I earlier? Now I'm confused. Trying to do my measurements, but if that's.
Lazarus, is that the end of your turn?
I guess it would be here, yeah. So, that'll be the end of Lazarus.
Savvy is up.
I'm going to run to where my stupid hand axe is.
You pull it out, you hear that wood crick.
Oh, it's that one? Okay, I thought it was this one. Yeah, I'm gonna pick it up and then I'm gonna use a dash and dash towards where I thought she was. It's 40 feet.
You see the familiar like gesturing, right in front of you.
Yeah, paw.
You see a giant wall of fire.
And then I'm gonna throw it to where I think it is, and it's roll with disadvantage, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Because you're kind of being guided by the guy, right?
Yeah. It's an 18.
Roll damage.
7. Take 7 damage.
Okay, make another concentration check. She passes.
Fucker.
The DC's
okay,
only 10.
Yeah.
You see the axe hit her, and it you see the blood stain hat, but it probably sticks in her, and then it vanishes. Part of the invisibility.
Yeah.
Be technical about it.
That's my turn.
Cool. Anto's up.
My axe.
Let's start running as we go. Dash action, I guess. Woo. Let's go over here. Yeah, that's it for me. That's it.
Oh, sorry, Booker.
Oh, that's fine. Anto's been being skipped enough.
You guys are doing great with the end turn thing. I'm not used to it.
Yeah.
Booker's up.
Booker is going to just flex his magic again and another 4th level spell. Psychic Glance. Adeline has 120 foot range, which I've just been kind of walking this entire time, so 30 foot up there.
She fails with a 13. Roll damage.
Okay, that will be a. Hold on, I'll get to it. Level. Oh, that's my last 3rd level. No, that's not. It's a 4th level spell. Okay, there we go. That's a total of 22 psychic damage.
Let's roll it up. The DC is 11 on the save. Oh, didn't roll the right one. She passes. She's still invisible.
Well, she may be impassable, but she is incapacitated until the start of her next turn.
Okay.
And
She can take no actions or reactions.
Yep. And
Till the start of her next turn or till the end of her next turn?
Till the start of her next
start. Barnon is up.
Wait, no, it's the start of my next turn.
Barnon is up.
Just dash, get closer to the action here, and that's the end of my turn.
Delian is up. You're muted.
Yeah, there's too many people close together, so I can't really cast an area of effect spell.
You see a wall of fire hold up as you're holding your concentration on that.
I mean, I guess I'll move up as well, and I'll do a spiritual rejuvenation, get some spell points back.
As using your rights?
Yeah.
Okay, roll it up. Lazarus.
Roll up and
Lazarus, you see Delian get, not Delian, but Adeline get racked by a psychic lance from Booker. And you see her just stunned there in a moment. She's badly hurt. Blood is pouring down from her nose while she is invisible.
So
Lazarus, what do you do?
Here's the thing about familiars. I could cast spells through him through touch. But how
Yes,
would that
you wanna
work
tr-
on as
It would have to use your action or something like that. If you want to be really technical about it, I have to use your spell action and your action points if you didn't have it.
Okay. Well, he's just going to go over and stand like directly beside where she is, or
Okay, right there.
I guess right,
Mhm.
right there. And
Yes.
I will shout, "To the left of Lazarus, your left," and that's what he's going to be doing. He's just going to be flying circles around her, or flying circles beside her.
Savine.
Kind of pissy that she's got my axe hidden somewhere on her body. I'm gonna move right up to where he's flying, and then I'm
Yes.
just gonna start wailing on her.
Roll an attack
with, like,
roll.
it's just an unarmed strike. Is it again with disadvantage because
Yes.
she's still
She's still invisible. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
I
the way
mean,
the incapacitated
it's a 20,
status
so
reads.
it's gonna
Roll damage.
It's fine.
You
So
roll-
it's 5.
yeah.
It's 5 damage.
You just punch her right in the face.
And then I'm going to roll my second hit. Give me back my axe. I don't think 11's gonna hit.
She still passes, but she is she still passes she's still invisible, but she takes 5 damage. Is there a whimper?
Can I technically use my 2-weapon fighting as to throw another punch because
Yes.
it's one-handed? Okay, cool.
Yes.
I want my axe back.
These are those women's rights and lefts we were talking about earlier.
That's a 13. That's probably not gonna hit.
Still too low.
Yeah.
Anto is up.
Oh, well, I'm gonna walk over here.
You get close to the fire in front of you. That Delian has summoned is like blazing inferno.
I'm attack.
Roll it up with a disadvantage, right?
Disadvantage.
Yes.
But
Roll with disadvantage because she's invisible.
does he have their axe on her? Like
The
stab
axe
her?
has been absorbed. The way I've described it is the axe hits her, but absorbs into the invisibility of her.
Oh, okay.
It
Well,
like sucks into the invisibility.
that's fine. That's fine. Whoops! Whoop! 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 Game. Here we go. Disadvantage roll. The first one to hit is gonna be 14.
That does not hit.
That's fine. Second attack, disadvantage, and that's gonna be
Swing your longsword. She's just invisible. She's starting to come out of being dazed. You just don't see where she's at. And with the blazing inferno, it's just kind of distracting next to you. Booker's up.
Booker is going to book it and 30 feet again, and it's gonna.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, to answer your question about the touch thing, you'd have to be controlling the creature directly. Right?
Oh, okay.
That's how it worked.
All right. I'm going to just send another
Psychic glance.
psychic glance. Yeah, another psychic glance.
Is this your last spell?
This is no, not my last spell, but it's my last
Spell slot. Yes. All right, let's roll it up with her. She actually has pretty decent intelligence save. That's why she's been doing okay. She rolls a natural 1, Booker. Roll damage.
22.
She's trying to come out of it. 22 psychic.
And
Yeah, go ahead, Booker.
then she does come out of it, and then she's instantly back into it.
As Booker, describe how you kill Adeline.
Ooh. So I think at a certain point while she is dying, the illusion fades away and she stumbles backwards into the wall of fire and then lights herself aflame.
The scream of Adeline, servant of Arno, perishes into the blaze of Delian's fire. Her brain racked with the tears of the Archmage Booker.
I'm gonna pull out my axe from her back.
Okay, friends. And, well, I just hate you in general. Oh, have fun in hell. And I'm just gonna make Lazarus just bring him back to me. Hey, come back here, buddy.
I'm gonna go pick up my axe that I dropped. Whew.
Is this fire still going?
No.
I
The fire? Probably.
I kind of do want to walk up to the charred body of Adeline and just think that, like, I don't know if Exton would have approved of this, but fuck her.
Oh, you should loot her regardless.
Take her magic items.
We need to dispose of this because if Arno figures this out,
Take the fire off first.
Take her shit.
we need to realize what we've done here.
We've killed an aggressor. So
Yes, and if Arno was going to come at us hard before, he's definitely going to try and kill us.
why? She was
Because
just a
this was-
follower.
Yeah.
I don't know actually.
And
I doubt he really cares that much about his followers, unless this, of course, was like, I don't know, his wife, maybe?
Exton from Beyond the Grave. Actually,
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 kind of like a granddaughter, but
Barnon, are you okay? You're talking funny.
no, I'm fine.
So, who is she? You kept saying Adeline. I assume you guys have met before.
dead corpse, and that's it.
She was a problem before. I don't know. She and Exodin, who was a person who was with us before, very much had difficulties with Arno and her. I think it's complicated, but she's dead.
Yeah.
We need to dispose of this immediately.
We need this fire out.
Do you think the holy fires of your god could probably do something to this body, Delian?
Wait. Hi. Here's an idea.
Mm-hmm.
We cut off 4 fingers
Oh
and then
my
send her
God.
body back to Arno.
Just leave her with a thumb?
No, that's a useful finger. Leave her with the pinky.
Oh. I'd say leave her with a middle finger.
Yeah, no, we like that finger. Oh,
Mhm.
actually, that would be good to just send her back with the middle finger.
But he is a lich, and liches deal with undead things. So if we give him the body,
So we
back-
cut off everything. We just cut off her hands and send them back.
We just
What is
don't
she gonna do
it.
without her hands? Anto, do you want to cut off her hands? You seem to be
No.
great at that.
No, we just don't do whatever you guys are saying about giving it back, because that means this can come back to bite us.
I know.
We don't want to
certain
taunt.
spells.
Actually,
Maybe an object of hers from her body may be a good taunt.
A finger?
But not her.
can I take a look outside? like
Come
outside
on.
the door.
He's got those stupid fucking fingers around his neck. Let's just give him one back. He is looking for one of them, right?
And now he does not have his assistant.
It's just an assistant. They replace him all the
Do you
time.
know anything about destroying phylacteries of liches? By any chance? Is there a history roll we can make?
The what of what?
Phylacteries.
What does that mean?
Do I know about
Liches store their life force in a phylactery, which means in order to really destroy them, you have to destroy the phylactery.
Is there a role that I could make, DM, about any sort of knowledge of this?
You knew about the 9 tomes of the Mouthless One. These were forbidden knowledges written by the school of the Black Mages about 200 years ago. Apparently, Arno has somehow come in possession of one of them to actually learn to become a lich. The secret to lichdom and those things about are very difficult to understand. You know that liches, one of the strengths of liches is they just cannot be killed. And if they are destroyed, you know that you have to find their phylactery, like what Delian is talking about. But even if you possess the phylactery, destroying it is very difficult sometimes. It's in and of itself.
There's a special way to destroy phylacteries. You have to find, it's like a quest to destroy phylacteries as well.
Another question, DM. Did Arno's book that he was holding look anything like the book that I had found in the library? Any sort of similarities?
You saw the symbol of it on the cover. I did link the book, actually. I will show you the book, what it actually looks like. It's written in flesh. Let me see if I have it here. It's written in flesh and bound in blood.
Wait, hold on. How do you do that? How do you do that?
I'm sorry. It's bound in flesh and written in blood.
I was about to say, no, it's magic. It could do that.
I mean, blood congeals.
Yeah, it's a very on its head like description, and I love that actually.
Write it by like sewing the words in.
Well, you could destroy the skin, put it in put the ashes in ink, and then write with the body of a dead wizard. That's kind of hardcore.
The symbol on the book is similar to what you've seen some of the other acolytes wear that maybe you've encountered. They have a symbol of almost like a skeleton with a crown on it.
The necromancy. I remember they showed me the symbol that was on some skeletal creatures back in the dungeon.
That's right, Booker. You remember that? You gain inspiration.
Doesn't matter. I still have inspiration.
Yes.
But I feel
Double
good.
that.
Okay.
But all right. I mean, yeah. Okay. All right. Piecing puzzles together. It's possible, but we would have to find the phylactery, Delian. But for now, we need to destroy this corpse. We need to bless it in some way that Arno cannot even touch it.
I mean, there's only 2 choices, right? We can either find a way to destroy the finger, which is dangerous in itself, or we could find a way to destroy the phylactery and the lich itself. I mean, either way.
I think destroying the finger, which apparently seems to be an impossible thing with what power we have now, at least being able to find the phylactery may be a little bit more possible. Unless you can send the finger to like hell or something, I don't know. He would still
actually
go
thought
there and
about
find it.
I actually thought about swallowing it, since technically I can maybe just make it, burn inside or something.
That seems
I like that.
I don't even know if I can make a roll about knowing anything about that. Like, I know that's a bad idea. Dillian, please tell me you at least understand that could lead to catastrophic events.
Indigestion?
And bad indigestion, because it will, much like corn, it will not digest.
I mean, the point is that I'm attuned to fire, so maybe I can burn it. But...
Maybe God fire could burn it. Sorry, goddess fire. I know. Sorry, Ivania. But for right now, maybe if we can use some of that holy fire to destroy this corpse, then we can send him a message. Show him how serious we are about this.
I mean,
You like taunting
that's
people.
so even if you destroy the lich, it'll come back in a few days. That's part of the problem.
Yeah.
So,
But if we can destroy Arno and then take that time to find or at least narrow down a general location where the phylactery is, it will buy us some time.
I don't know. It seems like there's a lot of stuff going on at once. What was our original intention before we got waylaid anyway?
Kraken.
Kraken.
Okay.
And then helping the
Dwarves.
the dwarves people.
Oh, you needed to do
defend this fort.
that spell. Because you weren't here last time, you needed to do the spell on that thing. That you didn't get to do.
I mean, the Kraken
this-
took some items from us. I mean,
I feel like we're in a sort of position to where Arno can just pop in wherever he wants and follow us. So we're kind of sitting ducks until we can deal with this sort of lich dilemma. How does everyone
Well, I
else
mean-
feel about this?
he's lost his main helper now, right? So at least it'll be just him by himself, which makes it a little bit more manageable. I mean, it's all about tactical picture, right? I mean, in the end, if she's got a lot of people coming with him, then it's really difficult to handle it. But if it's one creature, any number of creatures can handle one creature, right?
I understand, but we are sitting on a dangerous thing right now. With the finger and with Adeline now dead, Arno is going to have nothing to stop him from just trying to just plow over us and destroy us.
The other possibility is I could take the finger to a different plane. I could put it on a celestial plane. I mean, I do have that spell, like plane shift.
Wait, plane shift. What does that spell do?
I can travel to a different plane.
And you can send objects to different planes?
Oh, yeah, I can carry the object with me.
Can you send people to other planes?
Yeah, so I can leave the finger with, I don't know, a celestial or something if you think that's safer.
I need to do a little bit more research, but I think I have a plan.
Okay.
But please, can this
I mean,
charred
I could
corpse
technically go to the plane of fire, go to Ivona and say, here's the finger, keep it. But
would
I don't know if that
Ivona
helps
be
us.
in the plane of fire?
that wherever she is, I would know. Just
I mean, you could probably ask Ivona for guidance on what to do next.
But you remember the gods were being corrupted by the darkness too. That's just why it doesn't really. I mean, if it's out of our control, then it creates more problems for us. But I
And
don't know.
wanting to tempt a goddess with a necrotic finger that has gone on record corrupting people may be a bad idea.
That's why I said swallowing it doesn't sound so bad.
But wouldn't
It'll
you
take
be
some time
corrupted? I feel like I'm talking.
I don't think I'll
too
be
much.
corrupted. I think I'll be digesting it for a few days and then it'll come out again.
Savvy, Anto, Barnon, how are you all feeling?
I'm fine.
Wonderful.
I mean, the thing is, if it's being digested, right? Technically, it can't be detected, right? I mean, it might be hidden from detection.
It would no, that's not how that would work. Arno would look directly into your stomach. Which other
Is
than
that even
giving
possible?
if he's looking at the finger, yes, you can look. There's magic within divine nature that can do such things.
Okay.
If you
Well, I
put
mean,
it in a
I
lead
guess-
box, it might work.
I mean,
I
I could
don't-
just, as I said, I could just throw it somewhere in a different plane, and then they can look for it. There's like
And
a
then
billion
Arno goes
planes.
to go find it.
Yeah, just throw it somewhere, go fetch or something, right?
But then he has all 5 fingers.
No, but I'm saying that if there's 1,000 planes, you can put it in any plane, right? I mean, how's he going to find out which plane it is?
He scries it.
Probably the same way he
I don't
found
think-
out you were at the arena.
You can only scry it if you know.
What it is, and I think he knows what the fingers are. He scried
That's why I said
Barnon earlier, if I believe.
That was my argument against keeping it in the vault. No, I just keep it on person. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, but it's on hollow grounds, and he can't enter in here or teleport in here.
But he could have sent Adeline. He could have sent anybody.
I gesture to the dead Adeline on the foyer.
Well, I'm saying that that's not the only person that might be available to him, so we don't really know, right?
Then we just keep people here. If it makes you feel better, I'll stand guard, and you guys can talk about whatever. I'll stand down there.
You're gonna stand guard permanently on the vault.
If it makes you feel better.
Okay.
I'm a little taken back by hearing that with Delian. So just Booker internally is just, wait, what?
Huh?
Okay. We'll figure something out. It's just
the only other possibility is if you cast a non-detection spell on it and then toss it somewhere. Then
I'd have to look that up, but I think you have some weight behind that. We'll talk about this, but we kind of have a problem. The firewall.
Did somebody have a ring of mind shielding? Did I forget?
No.
Okay. I don't know if a ring of mind shielding would technically prevent you from detecting that item.
I think. I mean, I don't know what item would be able to deter any sort of like scrying. I don't know, maybe off the top of my head, but magic-wise, maybe abjuration could help hide it.
I mean, I could do a commune again and just ask the deity whether I should just give it to her.
I think you could ask her what to do with it, or how to get rid of it, or somewhere to keep it safe. There are a lot of things that we can do here, but I feel like you are missing the great point that we need to get rid of the body.
Which body are you talking about?
I gestured at Adeline.
wait, let's entomb it here and send a finger back.
Well, I was saying if we bless it and keep it protected from being erased.
I'll just incinerate it. We can just basically,
Come on, we should send a finger back. Wouldn't that be funny?
If we can preserve the body in a way that cannot be resurrected, then we could probably send a finger back.
I mean,
yeah, but if
take
I
the
incinerate
organs
it,
out.
it's cremated. I don't think you can. I don't think you can resurrect a cremated body.
Take that. Oh, take the head off.
Actually, we don't know if. Just Delian, Anto, you've been with Exton for the longest time. Did he ever say what kind of caster Arno was?
No.
Was he a sorcerer, a warlock? Where did he get his powers from?
I swear he was a person with a sword, with a little bit of flair.
What?
I do not remember much about Exton. Wait, no. We're talking about
Any
Arno
of
or
my
Exodus? I'm
warlocks
sorry.
that I've ever played
Arno.
ever?
Okay, Arno. Okay.
I don't know.
Whatever a leech is, I don't know. I
Guys,
only seen the guy 2 times.
Well, I think he's.
Guys,
I think he's a wizard like you. I just don't know which school.
That could be bad. I'm assuming necromancy, considering a lot of the stuff that he did, like Finger of Death. Are you okay? You look bad.
I'm fine. I healed myself.
Okay,
But
all right.
so if you want to take the finger, take it. But if I incinerate the body, it's going to be almost impossible to resurrect. So.
well, I mean, the girl fought pretty well. We should at least give her a proper burial. But if I may not know much, but I know you can't bring someone back who doesn't have a fucking head. So.
Are there catacombs?
And I'm gonna start walking towards the body with my axe on my shoulder.
Is there like a catacomb or some sort of crypt underneath this church?
It's a church.
Yes, I understand.
Yeah, I
Delian,
mean, there's a basement. I mean,
Oh well, okay. I don't think we can put her in the vault. That would be a horrible decision, actually.
I mean, y'all don't have. Where do you guys bury your people?
Yeah. Do you not? Does the clergy, after they die, where do they go? Do you not have
we
like?
buried them. We buried them, right, in a cemetery, like everybody else.
So you
Why
have a
would bury them
cemetery
in the-
here.
Yeah.
Is it also protected by the hollow spell?
I'd assume so. But why would we need to?
So then Arno doesn't, one, revive Adeline, and two, send a zombie parade through your back door?
I mean, typically in a temple of fire, we'd probably burn the bodies anyway because it's the temple of fire, right? So if you burn and incinerate the bodies, you can't really resurrect them. I mean, they'd be cremated. So
Okay.
I guess you could do it that way.
Can we douse
I mean,
the
it
body
makes
in
sense,
holy
right? I mean,
water
like
and
the
then
Vikings,
I
bury
mean,
they used to
it
burn
does,
the
but
bodies.
it's less fun.
From the books that I have read, we need to burn the body, mix the ashes with salt, and douse it in holy water, and then we can put it in a nice urn on the shelf. Just
Yeah,
little
like a
label it
mausoleum.
Adeline.
Okay,
like a mausoleum.
I'm still taking a finger. We can give it to Arno whenever we see him again. Is that a cool?
I wanna. Savvy seems to be acting very like adamant about this finger thing.
I just think it'd be funny. He's after fingers. Let's send him one.
You could have flipped him off and given him a finger.
Yeah, but like,
That seems more personal for
you
me.
guys have clearly made it very clear that this is a very important person to him, not just his assistant.
Yeah, but we don't want to give him anything back.
Well, we show him what he's working with.
How about you keep the finger, and when he asks for it, you can hold it up.
Okay.
Okay,
I
that
have a
works.
weird-
All right.
I have a strange question. If we give him the finger, what actually happens? I mean, the actual finger.
If we complete
just
the
that-
hand,
I've had a lot of bad ideas, but that sounds like a worse idea.
No, but I'm saying, like, what would actually happen?
I assume that he would gain full power of whatever when he was.
Whatever.
Do we actually know what the hand does when it's completed?
Well, look at
Research.
it this way. Look at it this way. It's easy to understand. Arno just came to kill us all. He killed somebody before and almost killed you. Imagine what
Yeah,
an
through-
item
through
that he
you.
wants. Imagine what he wants that item for. If it's that bad. Something bad? Something
Power.
worse?
He's only
Anto,
bad because
you
he keeps ambushing us, but
Anto, you kind of remember too from the fight in the arena, he was like caressing one of the fingers as he cast the spell onto Delian. You wonder if the finger that you have has some type of power in it as well.
it probably does. I'm not interested in it, that's all. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
Booker, if you want to hold on to the finger, be my guest. But putting it in the vault isn't going to make it safely.
Might make it a little bit more safer than it is parading around Stormbrook. But
I don't see Arno walking out that door.
So I thought somebody was told about what the fingers do if you all five are together. Was it me?
I mean, I don't
It
know.
was
I
in a
think
book.
Oh,
The
I
one
have the
that
spell.
they broke in the library.
I remember casting the Legend Lore spell, but I don't know if it told me anything.
You didn't get to cast it because you weren't
You
here.
did not cast it.
I thought I cast it before a while ago, but anyway. I mean, I can cast it now. I'll cast it now.
Cast it out.
right, could someone help me? Where do you burn the bodies?
Probably near the altar. We would burn the body in a ceremony like a funeral.
All right. I'm going to need the. So, Savvy, could you grab the dead husk and a few of the clerics?
Yeah.
If you want to, feel free to.
No. Y'all have something against it, so I'm not.
I was going to say search the corpse, but okay.
Would that be rude in a house of worship?
No, that's fine.
I mean, to be fair, we did just kill her in a house of worship, so fuck it. I'm gonna
To
search
be honest, the Temple of Ivonia has been trying to branch out and take everything, so I assume it's within reason of the church.
What do I find on this woman's body?
I will assist.
Booker, you find a. The problem is Adeline's body is already pretty badly burned by falling backwards into the blazing fire that Delian created, which was blockading the doorway out. And I'm going to have you roll a d20. If you roll a 10 or higher, there's a scroll on her. Or maybe some scrolls.
Yeah, use
No,
my
you,
inspiration.
no. This is just a determination to see if the scrolls that were on her are too badly burned.
Okay. That's a 6.
Unfortunately, the scrolls that are on her are just too badly burned beyond damage. There is partial magic writing on them. They appear to be written in a way that denotes some necromancy, but the cipher is too far gone to fully identify them. But you do find a type of stick. It's the best way to say it. Has a like a unicorn on it on one end, and then a unicorn on the other. It's like silver, and it obviously couldn't be burned because it's made of like some type of iron, and it's a flat iron rod and has a button on each end.
And what did you say it was? Because you cut out and you said dick. That's what I heard.
There's a dick on each end.
It's a dick on each.
It's a double dildo.
It's a double-ended dildo. I'm done.
It's a double dildo.
They went to Trixie's!
But it was really actually a.
So what is the item so I can write it down?
That's what I look. That's what I link as the picture of the item.
Oh. I'll hold on to this to investigate.
Yeah, that looks
it later.
magical.
I have, I think, identify. I'll look at it later for a ritual. But let's take the corpse and do a ceremony and bless it, burn it, and bag it.
Does she have any gold on her? Any armor on
Yes.
her?
She has no coin or armor on her persons. She just has a. She just has. She had no coin on her. Strangely enough.
Jewelry? Because I'm assuming we're not putting the jewelry in the fire.
Some of the jewelry has like the tarnish of that. You like kind of just like rub it off. Some of the soot on it. She has like some Vagraxian jewelry on her. She has like her family signet ring. And then she also has her necklace. And I'm going to say the value of that is probably a few hundred gold at least.
Okay.
The ring itself is worth 50.
Yeah, no, we're not selling the ring. The ring's gonna be...
You look at it, Savvy,
I'm gonna hand it to Booker. Here you go. Token for your kill.
If you look at the ring, you notice that it's like Vagraxian in nature. As you've noticed some of like the way the culture of that region, Savvy, from fighters who have traveled through the arena, that's what you notice about it.
Cool.
It looks expensive. It's made of solid gold.
Just a minor comment. I'm going to get a lead container, if possible, for the finger. The lead container will prevent scrying if there's a sheet, if there's enough lead on it. So it'll prevent any sort of detection. And I'll keep it on my person.
Delian asks one of the acolytes to bring her a lead jar of some kind.
Yeah.
I look around for one. I think we had an urn of some kind that we could find. They bring Delian an iron jar, like an urn of some kind, which you put like ashes in. Is this what you wanted to put the body in, Cardinal?
Is it lead?
It is lead.
Right?
Well,
Okay,
you asked for
yes.
lead, and that's what we brought you.
Well, I
Yeah,
think
just
that's
for
a
the small
wonderful
lead
idea.
container for the finger.
I think we could do both solutions. It might be very very fun.
You put the finger. Delian takes it. It's strange how it connects together, Delian, as the joints are connected by dark energy, and they kind of reverberate, and they're semi-transparent, and it almost like it whispers to you as you put it into the container, hoping that it never is found, and you seal it. Booker, this kind of reminds you of the vision that you had in the library, right? Of the man pinned down. And this is one of the fingers that was given to these kings of old. Now it's in your possession. Arno has the other 4 fingers, though.
I mean, I'll also cast Legend Lore just to get a sense of what the hell the whole hand does.
You have to touch the finger. You have to take it back out. Do you want to do it?
Well, I mean, I'll do it before I stick it in the container if possible.
Okay.
A sleight of hand to get the last Pringle out of the can.
I mean,
Delian kind of changes her mind. She's like, wait a minute. I have to undo this.
I mean, I would have. I did talk about casting Legend Lore before, so yeah.
I was also thinking, it's an urn. Why don't we just put her ashes in there? And it'd be very insulting if he comes looking for the finger, rips it open, and dumps the ashes of his assistant.
Oh, so me sending a finger was rude, but then you suggest this. That seems a lot worse off.
I was in favor of the finger. I thought it would be funny.
I said you could do that with the finger. We need
Yeah,
to.
but everyone else just gave a very disapproving
There was
attitude
definitely
towards
some
it.
risk to it, but
There is some risk. Yes, let's give him a piece of his assistant back that he could use to regrow.
Yeah, I mean, he can
They don't-
technically undead things, but
Can you undead something from a minor part of something?
I don't know. I mean, it's really up to a lot of different things. I mean,
I mean,
technically,
with the
they
right
could-
magic and a lich with a powerful ring of elements, a book that is about lichdom, and 4 fingers out of 5, I think he could probably do the impossible.
I mean, he could create a specter maybe with the spirit. I'm not really sure, to be honest with you.
Or to just, this is Adeline, my assistant. Just the finger itself, reanimate it.
There's actually you can actually there's actually a creature called Crawling Claws or something, but I don't know if that's in Beyond, or I can't remember what it is. It's like a crawling claw that attacks people.
Just put the finger in the can and we'll figure the rest of this out.
I think I have an idea of what you're talking about, but it's
As you, Delian, you have to spend 250 gold on incense to use this spell.
Yeah. Let me just...
Delian begins to put out the incense and actually takes the finger out and begins to cast Legend Lore on it. It takes 10 minutes to perform the casting time of this spell as well.
I mean, I
So it
certainly
takes
have
a few
lot of
minutes.
time, so...
Well, you're starting to do it now. As Delian is talking about the final syllables of the finger and of this incantation, she has a bowl of incense in front of her, and it flares up, and the smoke begins to seek out and enter your nostrils to help you gain in more information about the finger. What else do you guys do while Delian is casting the spell?
just watching.
Short rest. Fall into a
Sad.
field.
I guess short rest. Yeah, we could probably short rest. Short rest.
Short west.
Short west. I'm tired.
Savvy, they're busy talking about, and you know you're thinking about it. You mentioned it in the Zoom chat.
Sorry, you said 250?
Where is, if it's true, this lich could be right outside, right? And it could be a problem. And where is this phylactery? What is it? And how? Without knowing where the lich's phylactery is, and most of them are very guarded secrets, makes them very dangerous foes, right?
She's probably in her head, trying to spell out that word. Trying to see how it sounds. Because it's not a word
Hilarious.
she's heard before.
I know, it's hard to spell too. You guys kind of just wait around for Delian to finish the spell, and all at once, Delian, you hear a kindly voice with the echoes of your own mind reciting a legend about the finger. As a librarian might recite a tome of forgotten lore to an acolyte, and somewhat of a riddle is spoken. Once mighty, his kingdom thrived, till betrayal struck hopes deprived. And as you begin to see the riddle, Delian, you see a tablet, a lore further. It's a library somewhere. Is it close? And I'll continue. Till betrayal struck, hopes deprived, by mortal desires, small and vain. Love scorned, its warmth in disdain. His body severed limb by limb, his hand sundered, protected by him. Each finger guarded with the utmost care by an ancient king, mighty and rare. That is the end of the legend lore. This finger can cast blight once per day. As you've identified it. It is one of the 5 fingers of the usurper. That is the name of the item.
That doesn't tell me very much, but okay.
I could have sworn that Delian was told at one point, or I don't think it was accident, but I think it was Delian was the.
Well, Barno, you're very knowledgeable just in general from my hearing about tales and so forth and history. You might know some of this yourself. What do you want to say, Barno?
I think I'd be familiar since it's an item of the darkness and it is representative of the Mouthless One entity, a great being of destruction and darkness. And it is believed that if all 5 fingers are reunited, then the Mouthless One will be reborn.
What do you guys do?
Well, I tell the other people the poem. It doesn't really tell me very much. But
The poem seems incomplete, Delian, as if it's reading from a tablet in a library somewhere. There might be more to this story.
Hearing the poem, all Booker can feel is just he gets those flashbacks in his head of the guy being torn asunder on the whatever it was, the table in front of those guys, and it's just I saw that. I witnessed it. I witnessed them taking apart the king, the immortal one, the kings, the people. I had a vision from a book that disintegrated in my hands.
Oh, that book.
Yes. So there's more story. I feel bad because there was a lot of magic, a lot of bad magic, and this is delving into this is going off the deep end. It's a lot. It's going to be a lot, and so much trouble.
Did you glean any insight from this vision?
Other than watching a fully grown man in a metal mask be violently separated piece by piece, I didn't learn a lot. But I witnessed it. I think there's whatever there is, there may be information somewhere, but I don't know where. I mean, if the Archmages do have residency, then there would be a one for necromancy for the Archmage of Green, or more known as the Nameless One is the name of him?
Mouthless one.
Mouthless One. Sorry, that is a completely different person. So, the Mouthless One. There may be more information wherever his residency is, but I don't know. Historical texts are difficult to find.
Well, I mean, are you going to go to the library then, or what's our action for the rest of the day other than a long rest?
We had dealt with gladiatorial combat and also ran into Arno. I think just a day of rest may be called for. I think laying low is the best bet for now. Does anyone
well,
object?
The finger inside the lead container should prevent detection, so should be fine.
How are you all feeling about this? It's very quiet in here.
I'm
Feel
feeling
great.
like the odds are against us, and that we're going to be fighting forever. But that's all right.
Fighting
I'm
is
glad I'm
fun. Gotta find some fun in it.
I'm a principal. I don't fight. Oh God, I'm a principal. I need to get back to the school at some point. So unless anyone wants to go with me,
See, you said principal, and I what came to my head is a concept. You were just concept for your school of magics.
I run a school of magic, which I have not been doing for almost a past month. Oh, they're going to have my head. Oh, the board is not going to be happy. Cross that bridge when we get there.
Bored.
Anto, how are you feeling having been recently dominated, perhaps yet again, by the Lich and told to to go against your friends? You remember when Sor went against his friends and it was almost dangerous back at the temple here, and you were just dominated as well.
Two people have dominated me. An ally and an enemy.
I think we need to get Anto a ring of mind shield because he keeps getting charmed or dominated.
Over the short rest, Booker, you identify the rod, by the way, as an immovable rod.
Ooh, how nice.
It's worth 4,000 gold.
Ooh. Keep that noted.
You simply say the word and click the button at the end of one of the unicorns, and it holds in place and is almost impossible to move. It can act as like a bar, a way to keep a door shut, or many other type of creative uses.
Varnon, look what I found. It's just like yours. I click it in place and try and weakly do a pull up, but I can't.
You use it for a mobile stage, friends.
Oh. Just kind of sit on it. It's I sit out long ways. It's a
Thank you
strange chair. I'm sorry.
You get used to it.
No,
No, because I was gonna make a joke, but okay, you clarified.
yeah, I counterspelled your joke.
Fuck.
Short rest, do we recover everything, or are we doing a long rest?
Nah, we could do a long rest. Is the entirety of the grounds, like, is there outside that's also protected by the spell on the church?
It is not. Only the interior of the church is protected.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would actually, I'm going to make it a little bit more, only the interior of the church. Yep.
Okay.
But
It was an
I
additional
could
fee.
always expand it. I mean, I just haven't. There's no need, though, really.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I was just wondering.
It's also very expensive.
Yeah.
They wanted to do it on the deck, and it was going to be like 4,000 extra gold. No, renovation's just indoors.
How much?
The finger is
would we
placed
have?
into an iron urn. Where is the iron urn placed, Delian?
Sorry? Oh, it's placed into my backpack.
Delian carries it on her person in her backpack.
Yep.
Alright.
Well, I mean, if you want to see if it works, if the lead urn works, you could try scrying the finger.
Oh, or we could go to that library that you wrecked the book of, and we can see what what else they've got there for your books.
You know, I know you didn't mean it, but it hurts when you say that. Can you bring it up?
I'm sorry.
Booker, make an Arcana roll.
Okay.
DC 15.
27.
Objects cannot be scryed on. Only creatures.
Yeah.
Oh, so the finger's a creature. Blech. Okay.
Well, technically it's a corpse, but. It's
Oh,
an
well, no, I
object.
guess that makes sense.
Mm,
Anto, you have disadvantage on your next roll from Diver.
That's fine.
Life sucks.
Oh no!
Anto.
His
I'm
sleep
scared.
check has disadvantage.
Anto needs a long rest.
Disadvantage on sleeping.
What do you guys want to do? Do you guys want to take a long rest now, or do you want to head somewhere, or what do you guys want to do? This is really, you guys, there is no plan here. This is just tell me what you guys want to do, and we'll do it.
I vote that we just take the night here.
It's only 1:30 in the afternoon.
Barnon, Delian does seem nervous just about leaving, though, the temple, but she is brazen enough and has the audacity to carry the finger on her, even though it's been placed into it. What are we doing with the body of Adeline?
Oh,
Is she just being emulated?
we've already dealt with that.
She's been emulated, and what are we doing with her ashes?
Putting it somewhere.
Put it in the urn.
I did suggest
Under the
putting it
rug.
in the urn and burying it there.
Let's
I
let's
was
have Anto
told-
decide.
Yeah. Just whip it under the rug and that's it.
Under the rug.
Oh my
This
god.
is the Adeline
Just lift up the
Memorial
rug. Delian, where do you want the body of Adeline to be?
I don't want it anywhere, to be honest with you. I probably just, if you let it give it to me, I'm just going to spread it all over the place.
in the wind.
What you
Yeah,
guys let Delian take the body and spread the ashes out?
I've got no preference, so yeah.
She meant nothing to me other than those harsh words I said. I really said some harsh words.
Delian,
No,
you
you
go
did.
out.
It was great.
Delian, you go out over the bay, like where a cliff is at, with a couple of the acolytes of the faith, and you have the emulated body. It's only been maybe a couple hours since you've killed Adeline. You've looted her, and what do you say to her body? I guess is you let her out, or you just say nothing.
I don't really say anything. I just say, never, don't ever forget it. I hope you're never found, basically. Good riddance.
Standing
The
there, just prestidigitation, a puff of smoke, and just launch it.
The ashes spread out, and Delian, you get the feeling that something is familiar here. That there's some type of connection to this. Maybe this was done in the past as well.
What does that mean?
Undone.
Is this what you guys did with
It is like a
accident?
feeling.
No? Okay.
Accident
Liberate.
soul was trapped or something. Maybe he's in the phylactery too, for all we know.
Something liberating.
Exodent's body is buried below or in the graveyard of the Church of Ivonia. Or, I'm sorry,
Well-
nearby. I'm sorry, in the temple of St. Exodent. Sorry.
Well, since we're
But
out,
not his body, his spirit is stored in the phylactery or something.
What do you guys do?
I want to see that library you guys keep going to and just not taking the rest of us with.
Delian. You know, we have a big hill in front of us. But I
Sorry?
feel it's not that difficult to climb it if we work together. I don't know. He's just kind of staring out to the open ocean.
Booker, there's no hills in the ocean.
It's a metaphor.
Oh,
It's the waves
I'm
on the
not,
hills.
I'm not frightened of anything. I just think the whole situation is very frustrating.
No, and it's good for you to have. It's good for you to have strength and not be terrified of it, but it is very real, and much like the accident, people can die. So, I'm not trying to be downer. I know I'm always a downer about this stuff. I'm just trying to say that I think I believe in us. So,
It just seems that everybody has the drop on us every time we encounter something. So it's always good to be alert, I guess. But that's about it.
we'll work on it. We're still growing and evolving ourselves. So, we should probably look
Why
at-
were we going after the Kraken? Just because, or
I had a chip on my
the
shoulder.
Sarah
with
Cro-
it.
the dragon woman said to
think-
go for it.
Yeah.
oh, okay.
I feel like you and Barnon did have some anger put into the amount of objects that you had all lost. So
That's more personal
I'm
than
not
anything.
cons-
So
you lost.
I
like
do not like
7,000
being
gold.
swindled.
That's fair.
The last time I think Anto didn't want to attack the Kraken at all. Wanted to, so I was just curious.
But on the bright side, we know what we lost, so you could just search for it when we get there.
I mean, what do we do with the dwarf item? Did we dispose of it, or
We're going to help the dwarves in regaining the forge. And we gave it to him as a sign of, I guess, respect and connection in some way. And in a sign of good faith, we gave it to him, and we are going to help them regain control of the forge. And hopefully that will give us some sort of help too in return. So it just has to be a sign of trust.
and I think we need to replenish the gold as well because everybody's low on gold. So
Oh, my bet! Oh, my bet! I forgot I had put bets on us. I have to go deal with that at some point. So, library?
After
Yeah,
a long
I guess.
rest, maybe.
Long
Or
rest,
it's
yeah.
our midday.
Yeah.
We could just go to the library. Show us where you are most comfortable, Booker.
Turn 180 and just starts walking, leading the path. Just this way. All right.
You guys begin to leave the temple as Delian is always looking over his shoulder to see if any one servant of Arno is trying to find it. I'll have Delian roll a d20. If Delian rolls a 15 or higher, agents of Arno attack you.
I'm standing kind of with Delian and kind of holding my hand, like, well, I guess she's shorter than me, so, like, kind of putting my hand, like, around her, like, you'll be fine. You've got us. You'll be fun and fine.
what was I supposed to roll?
Just roll a d20.
Under a 15, please.
I
What'd you
rolled
roll?
a 14.
I see that. You guys make your way to the expedition, right? The Great Expedition. Is that the name of it?
I don't know.
The Great Expedition, the library.
So this is what a library is. Oh.
Yes, it is not a place of lies, but a place of knowledge.
Sticking out like a sore thumb, a small and exceptionally crafted building rises out of the ground where a great library once stood before it was demolished in the Great War, Barnett. It towers above most of the dull-looking houses in the closest vicinity, like a diamond in the rough. However, the presence of a crane and workers moving in. The library is about to have its grand opening. "Oh, you've come back," Quill says. Quill is a small blue dragon kobold. about 3 or 4 feet tall, and wears some glasses. And she is trying to just organize some of the books in here, cleaning up the place, making sure it's presentable for its final grand opening. We're having a great opening tomorrow. Are you going to come by?
Wouldn't miss it for the world.
Oh, excellent, excellent. I did send a courier to you, and I hope you got it. The other day, Archmage, we had some. There was an auction, or the Queen didn't like it, and she sent these tablets here.
Tablets?
Yes,
Why wouldn't the Queen like it? Yes.
they said that the King Ian Parnish owned them before, and well, they're just kind of tacky, and it's something that would be in a museum, and the kingdom, we only have this place. This is the closest thing to a museum we have. Fortunate for those people like yourself that can read and write.
And luckily for you, I'm not just an archmage, but in my spare time, I am an archaeologist. So I would love to take a look at these.
Oh, incredible. Before you take a look, could you tell me one of your great archaeology stories? What have you uncovered that's been so great and marvelous?
Well, it's kind of more of a challenge, really, in the sense of archaeology. With history being so rare and knowledge of what existed, there's a lot of strife. I will be honest with you, a lot of strife within the archaeology community. Several people dig up bones, but the bones are always mismatched or in awkward places. I'll tell you, there were two individuals who really went at a dig site. At a certain point, these just normal people both uncovered portions of a skull and were throwing fists at each other. It was quite,
Oh, my.
Yes.
Oh.
When it comes to archaeology, they're very aggressive when it comes to findings.
I retired from the adventuring life, and because of just such things you said, there was a dig site my former companions and I found, and they wanted to blow it up. So I felt something there, though, and you get that feeling. What were your companions fighting about? She props her glasses up.
It was more greed than anything. A general thing in archaeology, when you are successfully finding something, most people tend to name it after themselves. And they like to name these species, very heartedly after themselves. Of course, I don't really care about that. I'm more in the sense of general ancient architecture and such.
You're so humbled, Booker.
No. You can't really put a name on another person's, castle and call it your own, or dungeon or whatever. That would be just very rude. That's stealing.
Did you?
However,
you didn't name the Grand Spire or the Mirage Spire, right?
The Mirage Spire, that came from the Archmage before me.
What was his name? Excuse me, or her name.
Yes, it's all right. I don't really know. It's a complicated situation. Not a lot of material was left back when she was here, but I'm still looking through the remains of her works.
Well, if you find some knowledge or something that should be valuable to the people of the Kingdom of Stonefire, feel free to bring it here, and we'll keep good care of it here. Let me show you these tablets. And she kind of takes you upstairs, and they are hung up on the wall. Barnon, this is something Exodus would remember. Back when King Ian Parnish died, there were 3 tablets that he kept. He had one of the fingers of the Mouthless One before Arno took it and stole it from the Dark Divide. The tablets are there, Delian, just like you saw in your legend lore. There are more inscriptions, but they're written in a strange language. It appears to be ancient Elvish. You would have to know linguistics or cast magic to discern what they're being written in. The way that it's written on the tablet is written in like a stanza, so it is like a poem. Everything seems to be matching, Delian, but there's more here. Delian rolls a d20.
Didn't you just cast like a tongue spell or something? Anyway.
Delian rolls a d20 for some unknown reason.
Hold on a second. Seven.
Okay. What do you guys do?
I don't have any. I sadly cannot understand it, but a little bit of a study and a break into whatever language this is could pose some progress. I don't know how long it would take, though. Can anyone understand this?
Fortunately, I'm more of a connoisseur in speech, not so much a written language.
That's fair. It will take some time, I believe.
Savvy, do you even read?
No, I'm not even up there with them. I'm down there like, whoa. Oh, this is so cool. Like, what are these? These books? That's what they look like.
What do you guys do?
Are you willing to part with these? Perhaps sale?
You asked Quill. Archmage, please, let's leave them here for the public to consume them. They'll be here, but I don't feel comfortable letting them go.
I understand I had accidentally burned a book. It was not on purpose.
That's okay. You paid for it.
Yes, I dearly. I'm very sorry about that.
I did hear that your show earlier today was a wild success.
Really, I haven't heard much about it. I was sort of busy with something in the middle of it. But
It was the talk of the town. Everyone knew about it.
oh well, I'm glad they enjoyed it. Delian, Barnon, anything help?
Oh, it was a fantastic show, of course. We may have been a little bit overwhelmed at the end, but that is the part of performance.
I will have to go sometime, but I would want to see a more, non-combative form of entertainment. Theater is more my type.
That is my preferred type as well.
Well, you.
Bonin, if you have a show at all, I'll feel free to come by and just let me know.
I will most certainly do. By the way, do you know what happened after we made our extravagant exits from the arena?
I didn't hear anything about it. Apparently, it was well received.
That's good to hear.
Booker is going to pull out a thing of paper and start actually transcribing the words.
You take your magic finger pen and kind of like you take some parchment, some thin parchment, like a tracing paper, and you just rub your finger across it. And as you feel the indentation, sort of like braille, like reverse braille, you let the finger ink go in. And you basically begin to copy the language that is written on the tablets.
Okay. That way
Is that true?
I have it written down in my notes
Oh, well, there it
that
is.
It is true.
Quill wanted Anto or Booker to take it.
She
But
changed her
Anto
mind.
told her to leave it in the library until Booker could come.
Come and get what?
That's why I take notes.
I wasn't there, so I don't know what happened.
I never told. Booker about it anyways.
This was last session. No, you didn't
Booker-
tell Booker about it anyways.
No, I know. I know. It was just.
Booker, there's probably a good, 20 or 30 lines of this poem
Okay.
or whatever it is, but it's written in an ancient language that is long since dead and forgotten, or just a place that's not here. But it is written in type of Sylvan, type of language, Elvish language, an old language.
Comprehend languages.
I think I have an individual who I could try and reach out to and see if she might be able to help me translate this. Oh, but I need to rest.
Booker, why don't you roll a d20? Maybe some of the students at the House of Otun know this.
Maybe.
If you roll a 13 or higher on a d20, Jenny Mystic knows this.
Jenny Mystic knows a dead ancient language.
She knows comprehend languages.
Not one. Jenny Mystic don't know shit.
I'm kind of rooting for Jenny on this one.
I rolled a 1 though.
Oh, Jenny.
It's don't put it on Jenny. I rolled bad. It's fine.
As we come to the conclusion of this session, what do you guys want to do next adventure? Do you guys want to go north to the ruins of Camladur? Do we want to go fight in one of the allies of Rizu the Genie King in the south, which is the Kraken? What do you guys, or something else entirely? Travel to another plane of existence, Delian. What do we want to do so I can prepare for you?
Okay, hear me out, everyone. I have an idea. If we could, 2 birds, 1 stone. We take the dwarves with us to go fight the Kraken, and then later we go.
There you go.
That way we have more manpower behind us, and we have
I'm
not very good at swimming, lad.
The Kraken.
Oh, don't worry.
My
I was
feet are small.
assuming Arno was not going to show, but if he could appear anytime while we are in the middle of another issue, that could be quite perilous for
Yes.
us.
Arno, it teleports next to us in the middle of the ocean by a Kraken.
That would be a very unfavorable situation for ourselves.
So what do you propose then? What do you think?
I believe Arno may become our primary focus now, as he will most certainly be hunting Dalian for that finger, and I have a feeling he will not be too keen on the death of his late assistant.
Right, we should probably keep that under wraps and not talk about that as we're walking. But also, yes, I believe Arno has definitely made himself priority number 1.
Does
You
You
anybody
guys want to
disagree?
try to seek out the zealots of the Mouthless One?
I think
Or maybe where Arno is at, or what is he doing? That's up to you guys.
transcribing this is going to be one of my new things that I have to focus on if we want to be able to know what we're dealing with. So,
Surely there will be a comprehend languages potion in the city somewhere.
let's go to and I point over to Rashad's place that's been.
He could not
attacked.
have been the only vendor. There must certainly be another.
I remember
Barn
distinctly when I had to come
and
there.
roll a d20 and see if there's like a local mage that knows this. Hilarious. I love it.
Some up and coming mage that has a
Yeah.
random assortment of goods. A
Half
5.
these people
Oh,
couldn't
no, I didn't
read.
get a 5. It's still rolling.
It's like teetering on a 5 in the corner of your screen.
15.
Oh, nice. Barnon, says this, and you guys leave. Barnon goes to another merchant, and they find a mage that can transcribe this, and he begins to read off the rest of the poem to you. Barnon, excellent job.
I'm gonna I go with Barnon.
By the
because
way,
I don't
that's 5 gold, Barnon. It's a
I
first
actually
level
have
spell.
that much. I can pay this.
Yeah, so you can pay it. It's probably like 5 gold or something, maybe even less than that. It's probably maybe even gold,
I mean, I recall Whelm was worth like a $500 million or something. I mean, I don't understand.
$500
why we're still
million?
holding on to
Whoa.
it.
We gave it to him for free because he didn't have anything to help him reclaim Lochmoran so that we become allies
No,
with
it's
them.
trust.
I recall most artifacts are worth about 500,000.
they're priceless. How much is the Mona Lisa worth?
Don't worry, Whelm. You are very much priceless.
Delian will put a price on the Mona Lisa, I swear.
$5.
His body
what are we doing? We're
severed.
gonna look for the Lich or something? Is that what you're saying?
I'm gonna read the poem off Delian, and then it sounds like the next week we're gonna be looking for Zealots of the Mouthless One. We're gonna maybe try to find Arno or figure out more about Arno, and the adventure will unfold. But I'll read the rest of this poem. His body severed limb by limb, his hands sundered, protected by him, each finger guarded with the utmost care by an ancient king, mighty and rare. Too potent, he instilled his mortal dread, his body consumed, ashes spread. To Zin's four corners, forever denied, his return thwarted, forever defied. No words he uttered, yet his knowledge spreads. No eyes perceive, but all truths he threads. Seek his fingers, serve his rebirth, for his eternal rule, unmatched in worth, unchanging power, reigned ever grand, reaching far, an empire vast and spanned. And I will link that to you in the chat. Sevi, you guys come to the after hearing this, Sevi figures it out. Maybe these fingers were the phylactery of the Mouthless One, and that's when they were broken and spread to the four corners of Zin and held by the king. Excellent job, Sevi. I saw your message in the thing. Cool. Hope you guys had fun.
You just hear that come out, and you're like, "What the fuck?"
Well, you said it, and you said it in the chat, and I was
brain!
like,
"Oh, that thinking thoughts hurt."
This is the tablets of the Mouthless One.
Also, I think we definitely talked about that with Min and that group. We definitely had that conversation before.
Here's my translation is no longer needed, so I'm free. Let's go hunt him. Let's go hunt Arno.
It's a first level spell book, or a first or second level spell. It's not a big deal.
Used all his spells!
I didn't use all my spells.
Oh, you didn't?
I can regain them on a short rest if I use my arcane recovery, but I don't have the spell specifically.
Better prep next time.
It's fine. I have the charred remains of whatever Adeline was looking at. I'll restore them somewhat and try and decipher whatever I can.
Let's go take a long rest and then do whatever we're doing.
I'm going to say everybody takes a long rest for the evening, and we continue. I'm going to write up some more adventures since you guys want to pursue this Mouthless One story more. Since we're not doing the Kraken, we're not going to do the Camladur. It seems like we're going to do Mouthless One stuff. I will lead us in that direction. Or you guys will lead me.
The Kraken, but
you guys will lead me in that direction.
Once Arno is dealt with.
Yeah.
As long as we know Arno's not going to show up in the middle of us fighting the Kraken.
It's just we killed Adeline, and I feel like that's definitely going to give him priority of, hey, he's going to do something bad.
But she's his assistant. Why does he care?
We don't know.
Ray knows, but not.
When you don't have more henchmen to do your work, you do it yourself.
Yeah.
So
He doesn't have henchmen. He has, I guess, undead.
I mean, it's going to eat away at me if I can't tell you. She was basically like a troubled girl that Arno kind of like adopted almost as his own granddaughter. So like, yeah, she's basically he basically treats her like his granddaughter. And we basically just killed her. So he's going to be pissed about that.
Are we the bad guys?
I'm glad that we did send the finger now.
I mean, he completely manipulated her and like changed her into becoming what she is now.
Well, it's a lich.
Oh, so you're saying Arno groomed her? Okay.
Kind of.
I mean,
she was troubled, but
not that troubled.
Barnon, if you remember the story, actually, it was Adeline who witched and gave Arno his immortality as a lich. Remember?
That's right. Yeah, she was the one that kind of orchestrated the whole thing.
So she's no longer giving him his immortality. He's vulnerable.
No, she's
Right to the castle. Come on, guys.
Awesome.
Wishful thinking.
Hey, he's kind of been a pain in the side for a while, so if we focus on him and get rid of him, we can do the other stories.
Or at
The other
least
side quest. We gotta do the main quest first.
Yeah.
I want to just do side quests.
I
damn
want
it.
to level up before I do the main mission
Hey, we
in
had
every game.
to do the charity event before fighting
Oh, well, we
Arno.
did. Well,
It's
the
specific.
wall fell.
Yeah, how much did we raise? I'm curious. Figure that
I
out.
don't know.
We raised
I
enough.
have to hop off.
I think. See you later, Savvy.
Bye.
Yeah.
Hopefully, you guys had a lot of fun, and we don't want Arno sneaking up at the worst possible moments. So we'll go find him ourselves.
Hey, we could get the jump on him for the first time.
Barnon, you hear about you first probably hear a rumor of maybe a gnome in the tinkering district that knew other gnomes and maybe knew something about Arno.
Okay,
So that's probably our
let's
first
just-
lead.
I'll start with
Let's
that.
just don't. Yeah, let's just don't really have too many weaknesses. We'll see what happens.
I mean, I'm not even going to be trying to kill him. I just want to make sure. I just want to know that he's not going to be able to fuck with us anymore. Randomly showing up again.
How will we do that though?
We may end up having to kill him. Who knows? We'll investigate it.
We could probably save Exton's soul.
I'm for it.
Probably not. I don't know. I do want to, out of character. Well, not out of character, but I guess like off this record or off stream or whatnot.
Off stream.
I
I
guess-
will see you guys next week